Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the Cherry Bomb Blossom Boutique. My name is Renan, your lovely fashion dolly. Although, considering the title and the subject of today's stream, I don't know how many of you are gonna consider me that at this point. I don't know how many of you are gonna stay after this. I'll be honest, because the thing is we're gonna get very raw. We're gonna get very real for a moment. Because I usually don't talk about this, because you know, these are things I keep to myself just to save some face, just to not seem like a complete degenerate, you know. But at this point, I feel like we've been together long enough. We've gone in enough dates for us to, you know, talk to each other honestly. Hey Hime, how you doing, sweetheart? Honestly, I would be offended if you weren't here. I ain't gonna lie. I would be offended if you weren't here. Because, I mean, if there was a stream in which you were to show up, it would be this one. If you weren't here, I would have actually been in your DMs, literally knocking on the door, just be like, hey bitch, you missed it. You missed Christmas. Oh, hi Nova, thank you so much for the hydration and the stand-up stretch. I just sat down. You know what I just thought about, Nova? Because you used to come to my stream every day, and obviously I appreciate that. But since you had just a bit of a time away from me, you know, you took a break from me. I was thinking about this. You always gave me water and told me to stand up and stretch. Like as if though I was your Tamagotchi. And you know what I just thought about? If I was a real Tamagotchi, I would have died a long time ago. In fact, you left me to rot. I'm kidding. I saw the post in your server and I was like, no, I have to be there. It's my brand. I know, right? Honestly, had I known that you were free enough, I would have invited you to this, because I would love to get your opinion on this. But you know, it is what it is. Is this all the stream now? We start on the streamer gotcha is more important. Listen, you didn't. You just needed a change of battery. I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry. It's just. Oh, girl, I would make myself free if you want me on this. I mean, if you want to come along, sure. I mean, you're a long-time fan of the channel, friend of the pod, if you will. So I would be excited to have you here to hear your opinions on this. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Even though nowadays I'm not considered new age. I'm not considered a new age Fuyoshi anymore. I'm still like recently new, right? Like, if I was fighting in the trenches when I first started liking Yaoi, Hime was like there when the universe was born. Like when the Yaoi universe was born, Hime was there. She was there. Hello, sweetheart.
You immediately knew I was in here, didn't you?
I saw you right here. Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing just fine. I'm gonna mute your stream so I can talk to you here.
No worries. Are you literally on your phone, girl?
I literally on my phone. I can switch to my laptop, but that one has a better sound, I think.
I think so, yes. But I was just telling everybody how I am technically considered new age because I came on the era on the internet, but you were not in the era of the internet.
Oh no, it was for the internet, but it was like
early
I was
internet.
way too young to be watching kind of the stuff that I was into.
Girl, can I just tell you that is literally one of the openings for one of my next videos. Because okay, little spoiler for you guys. I plan my videos in advance. I don't just suddenly decide that what I want to do in the same week I'm gonna post it, right? Because sometimes I have ideas. Sometimes I'm like in the bathroom sitting, just being there, and I'm like, I should make a video about this, you know? And yes, about sitting in the bathroom. No, I'm kidding. But
We call those toilet epiphanies.
I know, right? Or something. You guys, do you ever have that experience in which like, you're in the middle of the shower, you're like dancing, whatever, You're voguing, giving your best at the lip sync performance of RuPaul's Drag Race Bathroom Edition, and suddenly the music stops, you stop, and you're like, this would make a killer idea for a video. It happens way too often. Did you die? Oh, she is dead. Oh well. Anyway, Chan.
I'm not dead. I'm just moving to another room so you don't hear my birds screaming.
That's okay. That's okay. No worries. But yeah, Chad, very impressed to collab because honestly, it is a lot to talk about this by myself, and I would rather have some like, I would rather have an emotional support homosexual by my side while I talk about this. I need somebody to hold my hand because this is not going to be easy for me because I'm a very private person when it comes to this. I'm an incredibly private person. You know what I mean? And besides, this is more of a hangout stream. This is for us to hang out. That is the purpose of the Just Chatties, is for us to hang out, catch up, and stuff like that. But while we wait for Hime to be ready to unveil upon us her wisdom, her multiple generational yaoi trauma that she must have, how about you guys tell me what you've been up to of late? I want to tell you, the video is doing much better. The video is doing absolutely much better. I don't know why it did so poorly to begin with. We have like a couple of theories. When, you know, I put together a team, we put together a crime scene investigation to figure out what the fuck happened on that video. And we think it was some type of combination between the thumbnail and a probability that YouTube detected my little self-promotion bit at the end as soliciting, which I don't know why. I thought soliciting meant, like, you know, in a sexy content. I did not thought it was going to mean like me asking, me for the first time asking you to, hey, if you want to support me and make this real, perchance money, you know. But for some reason, YouTube was like, no, you can't do that. You, as a creator, want to get paid for your work? How dare you? So I don't know. I'm not really in the know exactly of what happened. I barely understand analytics myself, if I may be honest with you. I talked to Jury and a bunch of other people about this, and we eventually figured out that maybe it was just a YouTube fluke. So, but the new video is doing absolutely much better. And I kind of found my baseline. I kind of know what a good video is for me and what a bad video is for me. So I'm excited to keep going.
I watched your video like 3 times through. Just kind of like making sure it got some numbers.
Thank you. I mean, I really appreciate you though. I really appreciate you watching it multiple times, even if it wasn't even if it was just to support me, because I'll be honest, I was really heartbroken when that video came out and it did so bad.
Not to support you. Of course I'm supporting you. Plus you were hilarious when you got 2 core posting. Oh my girl, same. Listen.
We all know that Birdman. We all know that Birdman couldn't stand. You know that I will break that man's pelvis as soon as I get in there. But you know what? I don't care.
Yeah.
YouTube is the very.
Do I sound better, by the way?
Yes, you do. At least to me,
wonderful.
You do. I don't know if the audience feels the same way. Do you have the Vtuber collab thingy? Do you have it?
My VTuber collab thing? My avatar?
I was talking about like the for us to collab in VTube Studio, like the collab app.
I don't think I do.
Yeah.
I don't VTube anymore.
I know you don't, but I thought you got it for. I barely remember you getting it because I feel like it would be like nice for you to be like with my sister, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll just use your Fugi instead. Because you know, Chad, if you don't know, Hime used to VTube at some point. By the way, do you want to tell us your qualification as a yaoi professional while I set this up, because this is totally random.
I need to talk about my credentials. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, talk about your credentials while I set this up, because this is a very impromptu collab.
Well, hi, my name is Hime, or I go by Fuhime, or previously just Fujoshi online.
Mm-hmm.
I am an elder gay at this point, but I have been into...
You're not that old.
I am, honey, I'll be turning 37 in March. I feel old. My back hurts.
Okay, listen. You only feel old because you called yourself old. That's what my mom said, actually. Like, the other day I was talking... My mom is about to turn, like, 76, if I remember right. But, you know, it's a lovely life, right? And I was talking to her about it, and I was like, Mom, you don't look a day over 40. I'm being genuine. My friends' moms who are barely 50 look way worse than you, right? And she was like, it's just because I don't talk about feeling old. If I talk about feeling old, it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy, you know?
Maybe I need to start doing that, or just consider that. I don't feel like I look like I'm pushing 40, but what do I know anyway? But yeah, so I've been into BL, Yaoi, Shonai since, oh boy, we'll call it 25 years now.
Wow, wait, as long as I've been alive? Holy shit.
As long as you've been alive. I've run the gamut. I've seen almost all of what I would consider the classic, like, heyday BL series. I have a ton of manga on my shelf. I don't read as many manhwa as I feel like I should, considering that's kind of where it's at these days with BL. But I've definitely considered myself to be a connoisseur of sorts of the men-on-men variety.
Hell yeah. Because you know what? There is no one who will support the BL scene more vigorously than a lesbian. I'm telling you. The Yaoi fandom is full of lesbians. They love to see the men fuck for some reason. They don't like the men, but they like the men together. So, you know. I don't know how that works, but it's lesbian math, actually.
Lesbian math. It makes sense, considering that a lot of the artists behind it are just groups of women who were tired of things being just too hetero.
You know, right? Greetings, Zurich. Zurich says, greetings written and woman covered in stickers. That's not stickers. There's our hairpins. But hey, Zurich, this is my friend, longtime friend, Hime, who is also in a lot of ways my sister, and in a lot of ways my mother. So it's a very well relationship that we're having on. But
we cross it like I'm your weird aunt or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's more so my auntie. Yeah, she's more so my auntie. She's a person that I realized that in my early days of my late teens and early 20s, I relied upon a lot for guidance. And you know, now we're just best friends.
I got you, boo.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about gay shit. Came here.
The classic sister mother. I mean, it is a stream about, you know, tropes. So that could be a trope for somebody. Who knows?
I'll take it. It's great.
But yeah.
Sister mother.
And curiously enough, I'm also her Vtuber mama, so.
Right? Explaining that to my friends has been hilarious, by the way. Because it's like my bestie written, but also my mother, but also my sister.
You know what?
My daughter. Like,
we're an entity.
Up here.
We're an entity. And some will even say that we're the same person because we really look alike in the Vtuber sphere.
We do. I need to get the collab program going so we can actually do this and you can see your hard work on the screen.
If you want to, you don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, not right now because my laptop is not going to be able to handle it, but once I get paid on Friday, I think I'm just going to break and get a microphone, an actual one, and not use my webcam.
Oh, hell yeah. That's good. Well, in that case, let me know, because honestly, I would be down to talk about Yaoi. Okay, so let me just backtrack and let me actually continue my train of thought. I'm feeling good today. I'm having a good ADHD day. I've been able to remember most things today. So I think I can continue my trains of thought for today, which is weird. It's a rarity. Anyway, so the reason why I was talking about videos and stuff like that is because I do plan to make a video eventually down the road. I'm shooting for it to be February, but I'm not really sure, right? And I want to make a video of making my own BL protagonists.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And the thing is, the reason why literally the script starts, the start of the script literally starts. I've been reading Yaoi for as long as I can remember. I'm probably way too young to have read it, but now that I am older and I understand things better, yaoi just doesn't hit the same as it used to. It just doesn't. For some reason, something happened, and I just don't feel like we're losing traditional family values. Where is the where is the uke who gets mad at every 3 seconds, and where is the stoic seme that is not a pathetic man? Like,
I feel like I've become so picky when it comes to BL.
I know, me too. Me too. Like, I just don't take everything anymore. And the thing is, for the most part, I feel it's because like yaoi is like such an abundance of there is a lot more of it now, that it's become, you kind of gotta cherry pick because you kind of keep up with everything. And I think, okay, maybe this is a hot take, but I believe that manhwa being introduced into the general genre has also done irreparable damage to this.
It's like diluted the pool.
Yeah, because the thing is, okay, listen, I do not want to discredit the hard work that a lot of these authors make, but there's a lot of yaoi slop, unfortunately. Things that are just not good enough for me, at least. And so I just don't care that much about it anymore. And you know, we have progressed as a as a yaoi society. We have progressed to a state in which we're seeing much more healthier relationships being depicted in yaoi, right?
Oh yeah.
But I don't give a fuck. I want my toxic semi-uke relationship. I want to hurt. I want it to hurt. I want messy. I want to root for the protagonist and root for the and I want to root for the protagonist and I want to hate his lover. You know what I mean? Like you know, like Sekaiichi Hatsukoi. Like
oh my goodness.
You're like yes. Out here rooting for Ritsu to say something, meanwhile you're hating Takano for being such a little bitch.
Yes.
That's what I want. That's what I want. And so I have that for in the docket for one of my videos. I really want it to be February because I feel like it would be so ironic. But yeah, that's mommy. But yeah, anyway. anyway, I think we have tortured the people enough with with talking about this kind of stuff. So, which honestly, like I said in the when I made the announcement for this, and you know, in general, I feel like if you're an audience of mine, if you're part of my audience, one of the people who actively watches my streams, and you stay after this stream, there is nothing I can do to make you leave. Nothing I will ever say again will make you leave. But you know.
I mean, you're stuck with me too, so
yeah. Who's the father? That's the real question. Oh, about the Vtuber thing? Don't you know? Vtubers reproduce via mitosis. We all come from the same Vtuber. I mean, in technicality, that's how celebrities work too. But anyway. I might leave for an 8-month period, but I'll come back. Listen, I am like your cocaine. You can quit me for a while, but you always remember how I felt.
I would have gone for like a bicycle, but you know what? That works too. We just go Florida version.
Not Florida. Oh my god. You're right, Sarek. Vtubers don't have father's requirements. I mean, technically with you because somebody needs to break this, but it doesn't have to be a man. There is no man needed in this equation. It could all be a woman. Well, you know. Like it could be made by a woman for a woman. Anyway. We get started, Hime?
Yes. Hit me.
Oh, I forgot to bring... Oh, wait, no. I do have a Fugi. Oh my gosh. There's 2 Fugis. I have a mini version of me.
Cute.
Okay, hold on. I set this up. And
I don't know who did that Fugi for you, but it's adorable.
Nanama did.
I love it. Nanama.
I know. Nanama's good. Nanama's is so good. Anyway, so... We have a bunch of... by the way, this is a tier list that I found in the internet. I did not make it myself because bitch, who has the time? Somebody probably already made it anyway. So I just found these with a bunch of prompts and different tropes that yaoi tends to have. So yeah, we're mostly gonna be ranking this. Most of the names of the ranks, by the way, were also named by the person who made this tier list. I just changed some of these. So, peak fiction rank for me is the yaoi that I look up and I know that I will feel giddy no matter what. Right? It will be the type of thing that I will consume no matter what happens. My favorite manga have this trope, and I will never, and you will pry it from my cold dead body. That's what that was its tier means. I will eat this is like, yes, I enjoy this. This is fun. I like it. Please give me more. Thank you. It's alright. It's just yaoi that I tend to find, or like tropes that I tend to find by accident, and I happen to enjoy it, but not enough for me to be like, okay, I will look at the whole tag, right? And now what I look for is, things that I don't look up for, and when I find them by accident, as soon as I see it, I don't really have high expectations for it. Sometimes it surprises me, and sometimes it doesn't. But for the most part, it's not something I am into. And I'd rather give myself a lobotomy. Is I will absolutely click out of the fanfic, doujinshi, whatever it is. I will click out of it as soon as I see this tag or this trope. Is that understandable? Do we understand, class?
Works for me.
Do I not have music on this? Where's my music? I guess I don't. I guess we're getting too real up in here, huh? Oh well. Anyway, let me just find my music. In the meantime, Hime, do you wanna tell us while I fix this up, do you wanna tell us about what your favorite trope is, and we'll see if we can find that here.
Oh god. I can't see the full list, but
well, no, but what you say for yourself, for yourself.
Okay. One I will go on a hill and die for is, this is going to sound really stupid, but like I love the strangers to lovers trope.
Oh, this one is here. This one is here. Yes.
Yeah, specifically when it's like the adventure is as part of falling in love. Because I love my long haul yaoi. I love when you were like watching these two guys like fall for each other, and you're like hyper analyzing each little smile and each longing look through the course of the series. And then when you finally get to it, it just feels so much more satisfying finally hearing them say those words and say like I would want I will spend the rest of my life with you. Even when I'm ground to dust, I want to be able to come back to you. And things like that. That gets me going. That gets me kicking my heels, and I'm like rocking out. That's my thing.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of like that too. But at least to me, the ones that got me kicking my feet and giggling, for myself at least, is wait, I think it's here. Where is it? Single father. I love the single father, because you know what? This is the tag in my reading manga, which is LGBT Fairen, and there's just something so beautiful about being able to find love again. Like, the parent has lost their significant other, and they're stuck raising their child, and then this new person comes, and it's just it gets me a lot. It kind of makes me hopeful that one day maybe it will happen to me. That.
It's like it's not, it's the process of finding love again, but also having that person be accepted by the person you love most already, which is your child.
Yeah, exactly. That is just what's lovely about it. It makes me feel good.
Process.
It makes it feel good, and not only that, it's just it. Listen, you know that a BL is good when it's got you giggling and twirling your hair. When it's got you like, damn, I want more. Yeah. So. First on the agenda, we have enemies to lovers. I want to hear from you first. What do you feel about enemies to lovers?
I think if it's done right, I feel like it's probably in the, for me, like the I will eat this category. I feel like that's the tier I'm at with it. If it's done correctly.
I'm sharing my screen so you can see all of it.
Okay.
Let me know if you need me to make it bigger, because I know that it's very small.
I've got your stream going too. Let me just. watch up on here.
Anyway, Chad, you're welcome. You're welcome to chime in too if you enjoy BL just as much as we do. You're welcome to chime in as well. You're also welcome to tell us when we're wrong. Because honestly, this is an open forum. There is no judgment here. Because there are some things here that are a little bit questionable. And I feel like it's good to talk about it anyways. Because you know what? Let me just preface this before we rank anything and we continue talking. We are talking about fiction. This is fiction. It has nothing to do with real life. Not because you enjoy a series of murder documentaries doesn't mean that you will murder somebody just to be in a documentary, will you? Of course not. So not because we enjoy some questionable stuff doesn't mean that we will ever do it. All right? Are we cool with that? Do we understand that before we move forward? Hello?
And I'm actually interested to see how a lot of this will go because you and I have a bit of a gauge gap between us in terms of, because you're what, 25 now?
Yeah, I'm 25. Unfortunately,
like a
fortunately.
10-year gap. And you grew up like in a different environment than I do. So I'm kind of curious to how that's going to like affect our views on some of these.
I mean, to be honest though, I feel like I'm including myself more in the old school, like the what would be the grades? Because I feel like I am not new school, because new school is the people who are more into manhwa, who are getting more into it nowadays, now that it's more plentiful, right? So I feel like I'm stuck like dead in the middle of this. Because like in the one hand, I am not old school enough to have been scraping for yaoi anything anywhere I could find it. But I'm also not new school enough for me to have been, for my childhood to have been, oh, I didn't rewatch the same BL anime like 4 times just to get my fill, you know?
Everyone's got like a bigger library now.
Yeah, so I feel like if this was a slider, I'm more like in the middle, inch into old school, because it was still difficult to find, but not as difficult as you. Because you had a journey trying to find your BL, no?
I had to learn how to torrent to find a lot of my BL.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I was looking at multiple chats.
No worries. So, tell us a little bit more about that. What does it mean to Thor?
So, back in the day, we didn't have things like, we didn't have YouTube when I started looking for yaoi. We didn't have a lot of video sites, and most of our stuff was either hosted on IRC servers, which is basically someone's own server, and you download things off of their stuff directly.
Basically a Discord server.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Discord server, but it's like really, really not techy. Everything's text commands. So you have to know what you're looking for. And same thing with torrents. You had to go find the torrent and be able to download it and hope that it was the thing you were looking for. And then forums, like going on actual message boards and people who have uploaded their content there using like file share services, but most of which are not there anymore. So I would hoard media, because if you found it once, chances are you weren't going to find it again.
Ever again.
Yeah. So I kind of became a connoisseur of all things BL when I was younger, because I was the one who knew how to look for it and get it.
Basically, your friends will come to you. Oh
god, I had the most embarrassing nickname in high school.
Okay, we need to hear this. Everybody open your ears. Open your ears. Open your ears. We need to know.
Bad. It's They called me Yaoi Senpai, and it still haunts me to this day.
Damn. Okay. Were there?
And I think my friend's watching this too. If you know this, I posted my server that we were doing this, so hopefully everyone will see my shame. But yeah.
Omegaverse is a red flag whenever it comes to Deadpool and Superman. Wait, what Superman? Why Superman? I never heard of that pairing before. I heard of Deadpool and Wolverine, because I know that Wolverine has fucked everyone. Apparently, I don't know that much about the Marvel Rivals lore. As if it was Marvel Rivals who murdered Marvel. Imagine, people are gonna cook me for this. He may hide me.
Get behind me, child.
Big tier list. Thank you. Hello, Edu the Shark. How you doing, sweetheart? Defikura is the best yaoi pairing of all time. That doesn't sound familiar. Do you know about that one?
Sephiroth and Cloud from
Oh! I am not that familiar with Final Fantasy, aside from Final Fantasy 14, for me to be able to ship
We're about
that.
to learn a whole lot about anime.
Oh, girl, I did saw one though. I did saw one though that was really traumatic. About Cloud being I think what is described nowadays is a convoy, but it's just a trans man, right? I saw one particular comic of Cloud being a trans man and being impregnated forcefully by Sephiroth, and that was good food. That was good food.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
I know,
but I could not tell you what the name of the artist was.
And I don't think we should. I don't think we should disclose it because that.
I think that might incriminate me more than I'm willing to do right now.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Listen. I am not exempt from reading problematic shit. Okay, I read problematic shit because it's funny, because it's fun, because it's entertainment. And once again, we are bringing up the idea that this is fiction. We don't endorse what we consume. Okay, moving on then.
Thank you.
Okay, so, hey, Hime, did you have the paddle? Do you think she didn't have one?
I never got a paddle.
Really?
When the paddles were super popular, I did not have the money to get a paddle.
How much were they?
They were fucking expensive.
$100?
And at least.
Damn.
But they were outlawed pretty quick though, because obvious reasons, because they were not safe. And that's a whole different thing.
I know.
But now it's just kind of like a fandom lore joke.
I mean, my bunkie mode literally has a yaoi paddle.
Yep.
Okay, so let's get into the actual tier list, shall we? So, enemies to lovers. Yeah. If you like, I'll start. So, enemies to lovers, to me, it really does depend. It really does depend, because something like Bakugo and Deku feels more delish, because it's like, I need enemies to lovers to have meat on it. I need them to have a reason to hate each other. Because if it's just because, how do I put this in a way that makes sense? It just depends on the quality of the hate, right? Because if the hate is just like, this dude is being a cunt to me for absolutely no reason, we don't even know each other type of thing, that's a little bit of a turnoff for me. Because
yeah,
at least me as a person, I will be like, well, fuck you too, bitch. I don't interact, I move on. And most of enemies to lovers is mostly set up in high school, so it's kind of like forced togetherness type of thing.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just like, I don't know. I was a bit too much of a fighter during high school. I literally kick bitches. I tore wigs. I got in trouble for fighting. And for the most part, I'm a good kid.
You're a brawler.
Listen, for the most part, I'm a good kid. I never got in trouble until high school. But, I just couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take the bullying. So
I was just horrendously nerdy after high school.
I can imagine. But yeah, it really does depend. Enemies to lovers, it really does depend. It has to be executed really good. At least to me, if it has some meat on that bone, if it has maybe they were friends at some point, but then something happened and they got torn apart, and it was maybe a misunderstanding. Ooh, bitch, that is so good.
Just say Gojo Geta. We hear you.
No, I'm talking Baku Deku, bitch. I'm talking Baku Deku.
Okay. I feel like I'm a bad yaoi fangirl because I haven't seen a lot of the more modern series.
That's fine. See, that is the generational thing between us. You're naming something I don't know, and you're naming something and I'm naming
that's
something.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, well, I don't really follow Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan.
That's okay. I don't really Hiroaka. But when you say enemies to lovers, the thing I look for specifically is going to be where they hit that point where it's like, only I'm the one who gets to kill you, where it has a little bit of obsessiveness and possessiveness in there. And that's where kind of like you get the romance aspects of it, little flecks of it. So like, I think of things like Trevor Belmont and Alucard from Castlevania.
Yes.
That's a solid enemies to lovers for me.
It's the pining. It's the pining. Like
it's the pining, and then you like you have your picture of your nemesis on your pillow at night, things like that.
wow, we're getting explicit. Okay. I say, don't you love how I'm clutching my pearls over here while I talk about Wake Rouser shit on normal streams? Good for you for standing up. Good for you for standing up for yourself, though. I mean, yeah, it was standing up for myself, but you know, back in the day, a man couldn't hit a lady, and to me that was bullshit because, you know, the ladies hit me, so I just hit back. I clap back. That's good shit. Only I can kill you like Hisoka and Illumi. Ooh, yes, yes,
yes.
Here's how. Does Gon and Killua also fall to that or no? Well, they weren't really enemies.
No, they're just like friends, two lovers.
Yeah.
They just fall right into that. There was no enemies in that one.
But there's something about that pairing too that is just like a certain level of possessiveness from Killua, because he always got mad whenever Gon was interacting with somebody else.
I think he's the jealous type, and I feel like Disaster Oracle over here would be like the person to ask about any.
Oh, is that one of your friends?
Yeah, that's Hayden.
Oh, hi Hayden. Pleasure to meet you, by the way. I've been told a lot about you. So where are we ranking this? Like we gotta come to consensus. Enemies to lovers.
I will put it under I will eat this.
Yeah,
I feel like if it's done, if it's prepared properly, like a good steak.
If it's a good meat,
Yeah, if it's a good cut of steak and like you know that it's been prepared and just the way you like, yeah, I'll eat it. But if it isn't quite right, you'll still eat it, but not like you're not craving that.
Yeah, like I think it was that almost kind of makes me feel though that it's all right, because you know it's not the type of thing that I look for, but it's a type of thing that I do enjoy when I find it, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one, so it's all right.
Yeah, it's just all right. That's the innocent corrupted parent. Oh, wait, hold on. You're cooking with that one. Oh, we're cooking. We're cooking.
I'm gonna grab a water before we get far into this, because
no worries, it's fine. We're going on to a great start. But honestly though, Killua and Gon is just one of those type pairings that makes sense, you know? It just makes sense. It makes sense. Like you can never... And also, I'm very weird with my shipping, you know? I'm the type of person who is like... I'm a one... Is there such a thing as a one-trick shipper? Like, you just ship one thing and that's it? Is that a thing? Is that a thing, Chad? Because I don't know. But at least for me, when it comes to shipping, I find a pair that I like and I stick to it. I'm usually not the type who wants the uke to get passed around like a fiery bottom, right? I am more so... I don't really like him to be passed around like a blunt. I would like for him to stick with the man. When it comes to actually finding love, you know, when it comes to finding love, when it's prior to love, when it's like, okay, there are, you know, multiple people are courting, there is courtship with multiple people, then yeah, why not? I'm okay with that. But at least when it comes to, let's say, for example, Killua Gon, I stick to that. I don't do Killua Kurapika. I don't do Killua. Leorio? I think that's his name. Leorio. I don't do it like that. I just find a pairing and I stick to it, which has made me feel very weird about Bakudeku sometimes, because originally I wasn't Bakudeku shipper. I wasn't. I was Todo Deku. I deeply despise Bakugo well my being, and there was just something about it that every time I just didn't want to, you know. I just didn't want anything to do with Bakugo until I saw that stupid smile in the anime and I was like, okay, I am salivating. I am here for it. Why not? You know what? Make it hurt. Make me feel something. And then one time I read a really good doujinshi about Bakudeku that made it so Bakugo didn't get with Deku in the end, and it was just so good because it's like is the type of you're rooting for his downfall. You're rooting for his downfall. You want him to hurt. I want you to hurt just as much as you hurt my Pookie. That's the type of thing that I go for. I'm you know what? I hate this change with YouTube because I know that your actual name on YouTube is probably not Jester K Miles 7769. I'm sure that's not what you want. But YouTube is forcing it upon you, so I'm sorry. But hey, how you doing, sweetheart? I only watched one video of you. Ooh, what video do you watch? And I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, welcome back, Hime. How's it going?
I'm listening to you. Like I have a vague idea of what's happening with the Hiraga ships, but it kind of makes me think like sometimes I feel like having peanut butter and chocolate, and sometimes I feel like having gummy worms. It's different flavors, depends on my mood.
Yeah, but for some reason, I completely turn around and stab Todoroki in the back. I as soon as he said that one good Baku Deku fic, You're converted. I was converted. I was convinced. I grabbed Todoroki and shot him in the back in an alleyway. And since then, Todoroki has been dead for me. I find it boring. It's like when you first taste tofu and you find it so tasteless until it's prepared well enough.
Yeah. You get that good steak situation.
Yeah, exactly. The Corbeau one. Oh! I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I actually put a lot of work in that video, so I'm really happy. I hope you enjoyed it, mind you. I hope you enjoyed my salivation for Corbeau. Is Jester or K Miles? I think I'm gonna stick with K Miles because I don't know about Jester. I don't know about calling you Jester. I feel like we gotta go on a date first. But anyway, justice for Todoroki. Listen, Todoroki has Ida, okay? Although I've been
somewhere out there, I have a video of J. Michael Tatum screaming "Begone thought" at an anime convention when he was drunk. It was great.
Oh, I live. Although I just talked about being like 1-through pairing with most of the ships that I go for, but there's just something about Deku, right? There's just something about Deku that I just want to whore him out. I want every man to have a turn.
It's like me with Aether.
Oh, you're so right. You're so right. Although with Aether, I don't really feel anything, you know, because Aether is
like.
You know what I feel about like that? I feel like that of a. Do you play CCC or do you know about CCC? Sansira?
CCC?
Oh
yeah. I play.
And that's how I feel about Wise. That's how I feel about Wise. That man needs to get passed around.
Yes. my friend Mai keeps introducing me to more and more BL of Wise, and I'm like, I can't decide, and that makes it hard for me. But like for Aether, like I'm hardcore Xiao Aether shipper.
Yeah.
But I see so much good art of him getting passed around with other characters and other villains, and I'm like, you know what? I'd eat this too.
There is one particular artist. There is one particular artist who their whole thing and the only reason why they got popular is about Aether being a whore. And I'm pretty sure you know which one I'm talking about.
Absolutely. We should get back to the tier list, though.
I know. I love Corbeau in a sketch, and should I post it on post? Yeah, absolutely. I would love to see it. I would love to see your drawing of Corbeau. You know what? The funny thing is that this is not the first time that I do that video. It's the second time I had to re-edit and re-upload it because for some reason YouTube didn't like it. And I actually have fan art of Corbeau that was one of the things that didn't make the cut. Because, I don't know, I guess YouTube didn't like it. I guess YouTube was like, oh, collarbones? In that thumbnail? Collarbones? No. You know? Hold on, let me find it. Because that's the thing that annoys me, though. It annoys me so much that it's just like, what's it? I don't know what it was that made this video perform so bad the first time that I posted it. But I have my own theory, and I feel like, you know, Corbeau's clavicles were too much, you know? They were too much. They were too tantalizing. Hold on. Here you go.
Everyone's a whore for Corbeau.
This is my art of Corbeau. This was supposed to be in the thumbnail. Corbeau. I think I honestly don't know how to pronounce it. I tried googling it. I really tried.
I'm making a joke on Corbeau.
Oh, you're so right. I really tried. I didn't know how to pronounce it, dude. I I went around in so many sites trying to find the correct pronunciation, and I just couldn't pronounce it. So
I think you got it right. I think it is Corbeau, just based off of how
Rainbow.
I've been hearing Ramon say it. I was making a joke about him being a whore, but that's just me over beer being weird.
But yeah, this is the original thumbnail of the video, and honestly, I feel like this thumbnail would have preferred. I feel like this thumbnail would have done so good, but I was talking with my friends and they were like, "Okay, listen, we love your art, but people who like Corbeau don't like men with noses." And I was like, "Okay, I get it, fine. I'll take the fan art of the thumbnail." Hey, listen, there is something about my art style that I just can't capture. I just can't capture men pretty well or something. There's something about the way that my art styles works that it just doesn't feel that I can never capture the character's feel, the vibe, and
I think
so
you're doing just fine. I think you're doing just fine.
Thank you. I think it's also just in general, like, people who like anime are not used to actually seeing a real nose, right? Corbeau has a small nose, is all. I got told that, but the reason why I chose that nose in particular, because I've been getting better about representing people in my art style better, not just characters but people, Black people, Asian people, whatever, right? I've been trying my best to actually draw humans, right? And I actually researched a lot about how Asian noses look, and that is an Asian nose, because, like it or not, Asian people do have slightly big noses. They're round, and that's what I went with. And I guess the algorithm didn't like it. But anyway, that is me just bemoaning the fact that my YouTube video didn't do well at first. I'm so glad I made it in time for this stream. I'm sure you wouldn't want to miss it for the world. You wouldn't want to miss it for the world. Okay. Speaking of Corbeau, by the way, that is such a transition. Mafia, gang, yakuza. Isn't that?
Okay, I think that goes up there with the.
Isn't that a conky thing?
It's another what was the word? Like the possessiveness thing, but also like the loyalty kink.
True, because mafia people are very loyal. But here's the thing, though. To me, this particular trope tends to appear with another one a lot, which is the all angst, no comfort.
Yes.
Mafia gang yakuza tends to appear a lot with very angsty media. And here's the thing, we'll talk about.
You just say banana fish.
Yeah, I can say banana. Listen. I never recovered from banana fish. I never recovered. I still cry about it whenever I see it. Listen, but here's the thing, though. Sometimes I feel like crying and I go back. But yeah, Mafia Gang Yakuza is just not one of my favorites, because it's just, to me, it just kind of feels. I find it weird when I find one that I actually enjoy. The only one that I actually liked when it was that was this particular trope, it was alongside the LGBT parent one, the single parent one, and it wasn't really even single parent. So the plot of the BL, the manga, was is two gay guys that dated the same woman, and they had sex with her, and then the woman died, but she left behind a child in which.
Is that the one where the grandmother makes?
Yes.
Makes the kid. Yes, that one.
Yes, exactly. Let me just finish with the plot, though. So, she leaves behind a child that nobody knows which of the two is the parent, and so, they get together because they have a trial period in which the child must decide which father does she want to go for, right? Which father does she want to stay with? And the whole plot twist situation is that the bottom always liked the top. He always enjoyed it. He always liked him. He was just dating the girl because closet situation, right? And the reason why he broke up with the girl to begin with was because he was mad that she slept with his crush, not because she slept with anybody else. I actually don't think he ever gave a fuck about that. You know? But yeah.
I don't think they ever talked about it. But yeah, no, I know the one. That had a nice ending though.
It had a really nice ending. They ended up being together. But that's the only one I like when it came to Mafia Yakuza. And I liked it only because it was like on the background, not really part of the whole plot, you know?
Are we going to include like general gang warfare type thing in that category as well?
What are you thinking exactly?
Windbreaker.
Oh, I don't know actually. Do we? Because Windbreaker is so good. Shit.
Windbreaker is so good, but like there's a different like.
It's a different
like,
vibe,
the one that's gonna be like the always bad, but then Windbreaker's like everyone has emotional intelligence.
I know. You might make me turn around on this one because Windbreaker is so good that it makes me feel that it. Okay, I feel. Yeah, you know what? I feel like I am just coupling with I'm coupling this one with another tag, which is, you know, the I'll hurt no angst, right? So if I decouple it from that and I just think about it in its concept, I think it's all right. You know, I think it's all right. But this
I think I'll put it on right.
This is a democracy, though.
Right.
This is a democracy, so we gotta find out. What do you think?
No, I think putting it under Solve Right is
okay.
At least that's my vote.
All right. Oh, dude, Sakura is so funny. I love Sakura so much. Like, it's my first time seeing. We never get to see tsundere men in any type of media, and just finding somebody like that was so fucking refreshing. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah. In is alright. Old man Yaoi. Yes, please, that goes into I will eat this. I will absolutely eat this. Not even asking for questions. We're moving on. Because the thing is, we go back to, we talked about it with Single Father. It's just the idea of finding love again. And what's better, and get me on this. The second part of this is age gap, but my favorite Old Man Yaoi is when like they're both in like 70s, 60s, right? And they just find each other from sheer happenstance. It's just two old men falling in love together. And that one is very rare. People usually prefer the age gap because, you know, it's a little bit more tantalizing. It's the type of thing that people... it's prohibited, therefore people want it type of thing, right?
Yeah, I feel like age gap, when you have two people who are able to consent in a right sound mind, is also really appealing, but the power dynamic isn't so much for me. So I like them to be partners as opposed to have that like more inverse power dynamic, but I could be swayed depending on the plot.
That also, I feel like we should talk about it in tandem with teacher-student, right?
Yeah, that one,
because it happens a lot.
Like if it's college, I'm here for it.
Well, you know that back in the day it wasn't college, it was high school. Or worse, it was elementary.
I know.
Oh, God.
And I think that kind of comes from how your taste evolve over time. Because now I'm looking at kids that I like raised, basically, and how they're all in college now. And think to myself, like, damn, you're like still baby.
I know. Like, teacher-student is so specific. Like, teacher-student borderline is more of a king rather than a trope, really. Because, you know, it's about the authority, right? It's about the authority figure. But to me, at least, there is one... Listen, it was a product of the time. I'm not saying that I enjoy this now. In fact, I don't even look for either age gap or teacher-student anymore. But back in the day, when I was younger, when I was 14, 13, we're talking young, right? I will not say that I didn't pine for a relationship similar to Junior Romantica, the teacher with the student, which is that he was like, what? I don't know, 16 and the other one was 30.
Oh God, Ginger Romantica. Ginger Romantica is such a product of the time.
I know, it wouldn't fly on the day and age.
There's still volumes of Ginger Romantica being produced.
Really?
Oh,
bitch! You make me remind something. You know Sekaiichi, right? Sekaiichi, right?
Sekaiichi, the superior work by that author, yes.
Yes. He finally confessed. He finally confessed!
Fucking hell, we took him like how many volumes?
Literally 10 years, dude.
Yeah. So
Another Ritsu has finally confessed, and that happened last year. And I found out earlier this year. And I ate the shit out of it. Although I will say there's something there. Listen, I love when artists evolve their art style and whatnot, but there's something about her newer art style that feels a lot more dead. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah.
When I was looking at chat, Zurich, when I was that age, it was less weird. It's a little more weird now that I'm this age. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Because I'm like mid-30s at this point. So like, that definitely shifted my taste in terms of what romance stuff I look at. So I think that's probably where we're gonna divert, you and I, in terms of taste. Because I'm like, I don't want to do anything younger than college these days.
I mean, these days,
protagonist romance.
Okay, these days it depends to me, actually. It depends. It depends as for whether or not we're talking hardcore porn, you know? Or
yeah, if it's like Shonen Ai, like
Shonen Ai is so cute.
Yeah, that I can do in like high school. Like one of my favorite Shonen Ai manga from when I was like real young that I still have, even though it's out of print, was called Only the Ring Finger Knows. Like it was a full-on light novel series that followed them from like their senior year of high school through college and into the workforce. And like I was obsessed with that one.
Yeah, I feel okay with fluff. There is one part, and listen, I'm okay with like, you know, minor body exploration, if you will, when it comes to those fluff in high school type of thing, because you know. You would be remiss to think that high schoolers wouldn't fuck each other. It would be impossible. So, usually, what I do when that scene comes up is just like, okay, I'm just paying attention to what they're saying, not exactly what I'm watching, right? It doesn't make me uncomfortable, but I'm like, okay, you know what? We got it to this point. We need to move on to the rest of the fluff, right? So
yeah, no, I think at that point it's like we have to remember that what we were like as teenagers, or like what we ideally would have been like as teenagers if we weren't dorky shut-ins.
Don't talk to me like that.
Anyway.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you talk to me like that? Holy shit. Old Man X Old Man sounds wholesome. It is very wholesome. Because here's the thing. When it comes to Old Man X Old Man, right? It's rarely anywhere about the sex or about the petty drama of being a first young couple, right? It's usually about how to find companionship, right? Because, you know, when we're talking about old man versus old man, and we're talking proper old man, we're not talking 30s, 40s, because that's what pisses me off about quote-unquote age guide. And there's like, oh yeah, I'm in my 40s and I am about to die, you know, type of thing. And it's just like, that pisses me off. When I'm talking about true, yes. I'm talking about true old man X old man, and it's genuinely just finding companionship, avoiding feeling lonely. You know, that's the thing that I gravitate to when it comes to olders. And so yeah, teacher student for me it's alright. Like it really depends. I honestly I also don't think I find any teacher student media anymore. You know, like
I think. I can't remember the name of it, but there was one I read a while ago that was, it was a college student and his professor, but the college student was the one who was like pursuing it, and he was definitely the top.
Okay, that I can get behind. That actually I can get behind. That actually sounds really fun.
Yes.
Reincarnation or past lives. This one is difficult. This one is difficult because I feel like there is so much love that involves this, right? And particularly, there is a lot of all porn, no blood about this. I've seen a lot of isekai that is just like, oh, old pervert died and turned into a very sexy man and he wants to fuck monsters type of thing, you know, or he wants to fuck the prince. Like, it's just porn, right? It's just porn, and I'm okay with a good little smut. Don't get me wrong. I will be remiss for me to say that I don't like smut, because I do. I love me some raunchy. I love me some raunchy sex, but I love me some raunchy sex, but it just doesn't feel right, you know. Isekai is just at this point it's so overplayed in every single media that it has to be really good for me to actually stick with it.
Yeah, and I think with this one in particular, they're referring more into like the reincarnation, like not so much a isekai situation, but like being reborn in the next life type situation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so for me personally, I really like that trope. So like I've definitely put on under I would eat this because it's like finding your love no matter what time you're in. And
like the
I will
soulmate
find you
type
in
of
the next
thing.
life. Yeah,
Okay.
like soulmates. It falls very closely into like the soulmate type trope.
If you put it like that, then I will put it and I will eat this too. But it depends. It kind of has to hurt a little bit. Like,
oh yeah, no, if it's like a tragic death and like I will find you in the next life, or like one I was into recently where it's like a long-lived species waiting for their lover to be reborn to find them again.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Which one are you thinking?
I'm thinking one that appears in a shoujo.
Of what now?
It's one that appears in a shoujo magical girl manga. I'm not gonna make you guys. Sakura Card Captor with Toya.
Oh, Card Captor Sakura?
Yeah, with Toya and
yeah.
Yuki. I'm thinking more Toya and Yuki rather than you, because the thing is that those bitches are always together in every single manga.
Oh no, they're absolutely canon. You kidding me? Clamp did not crawl, so we couldn't run, guys.
I know, right?
No, like
But yeah, if you put it like that, that they always find each other regardless of their universe, then yes, I'm into it.
Yeah, well, it's like, think of like Sailor Moon. That is reincarnation, past life type things, where it's like what your purpose was in your previous life, and like who you loved in your previous life. You're gonna find that person again. Yeah. I know it's more common. I'm really watering this down just to simplify it for time, but you guys get what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, and honestly, isekai comes apparently in its own little tab, so I'm gonna put isekai in.
I'm sick of isekai. I'm sick of isekai.
I'm gonna put isekai in. I rather lobotomize myself, and I'm gonna put reincarnation past lives in. I will eat this. How about that?
Yeah, I like some isekai. I want to make that clear. There are some authors out there who have done isekai very well, and I'm really looking forward to a lot of the things they put out, especially when it's BL. I'm looking at you, Disaster Oracle. Have
you seen? There's a new version of Omegaverse that I didn't find until very recently, which is Dumb Subverse. Do you know about that?
Oh, I feel like I should, but enlighten me for the crowd.
Okay, so essentially, Dumb Subverse is like, it's a similar plotline as Omegaverse. Is like there is one who is the Dom, who enjoys giving praise. Like part of their modus operandi is that they get excited by giving praise, and the sub gets excited by receiving praise. It's like when you grab the kink and you turn it wholesome type of thing. That's essentially what it is. And so when a sub finds a Dom, they enjoy receiving commands. Like, it's a very primal type of thing. Think about go ahead.
Designated Dom at birth.
yeah, exactly. Think about it like Omegaverse, but without the pregnancy thing.
I feel like that's Omegaverse light.
It basically is.
Like, someone just really wants to be called good boy.
It basically is, actually. It basically is. And I found that new version of Omegaverse not too long ago. And there's one particular one that is isekai, in which is a man who found himself in a different world. He finds out that he's a sub, and he gets really attached to a dom that is considered like the peak of all doms. The peak of all doms, the type of doms that are he is the most intimidating dom. Like, this is not a positive thing, by the way. Is he cannot find a pair just because his aura is too strong, right? And it turns out that our lovely new boy can handle it, and they kind of just find each other by the fact that they can actually handle each other, Or
he found someone to match his freak.
Exactly. But here's the thing, though. It's wholesome. It's nothing to do with freak, because when you hear Dumb Subverse, you think, oh, it's is a dummy daddy, you know, finding his good boy or whatever.
Praise King.
Yeah.
It's Praise King, but with more steps.
Yeah, but it's just wholesome. It's wholesome. It's fluffy. It's fluffy. At least the pieces that I've read. Yeah.
It's not something I would look for, but I'd be down for like Omegaverse. Like has been in a specific mood. It's for specific types of Omegaverse. So I feel like
I mean, Omegaverse is like its own umbrella of things. You know, it's hard to talk about Omegaverse, which by the way I think it's the next one. But Clamp, the same group that made Cake. What's it? Kakyoin from JoJo get pregnant with Jotaro and born an egg.
Oh, not Dojinshi.
Wait, but was that made like Clamp or people?
It's made by Clamp.
What the fuck?
And for the younger kids who don't know what Clamp is a group of artists that work together to make manga that, while not expressly BL, has so much BL subtext that it may as well be text. But they're usually a lot more angsty. Or they come in two flavors. They either like.
Are we talking about the same Clamp that made? Are we talking about the same Clamp that made like Tsubasa Chronicles and Cardcaptor Sakura?
Yeah.
Or really?
So they do like cutesy, like you would expect to see this on like a shoujo magazine type thing, or holy shit, this is dark. What is happening? X99 and Holic.
I feel like Tsubasa Chronicles also falls into that, you know.
But there's a secret third flavor. The third flavor is just weird. And that's anything that they've done with that wasn't professionally published. It's weird. So you look at things like Clover, that weird dojin for JoJo's. They've made more than one of those.
Really? You know what? I need to get back into Clamp then, because like I only ever dove into Clamp as close as Tsubasa Chronicles, as I talk about Cardcaptor Sakura, Kobato. I really like Kobato.
Clamp was like a mainstay when I was younger, so if you have questions, come find me after this.
Absolutely. But okay, can we talk about Tsubasa Chronicles for a bit? Because like,
I do love me Tsubasa Chronicles.
That was my first ever experience with like angsty stuff, right? And I got fucked up. You know.
Oh, your first experience with angsty stuff was diving into Tsubasa Chronicles? Oh girl, I'm so sorry.
I know. I don't even know if it's that bad.
1999.
Was it that bad? Actually, I don't know. I haven't read or seen Tsubasa Chronicles in a while, so I'm not sure if I'm being melodramatic here, or me feeling bad about it.
There were some pretty messed up parts in Tsubasa Chronicles, like the whole like Fi getting his eye taken out and eaten and becoming a vampire and things like that. That whole thing.
Oh, but Fi with the stoic dude, which I don't remember his fucking name.
Oh god, what was his name?
I don't remember.
Someone help me out here.
I don't remember, but it was like the bodyguard, right? It was the bodyguard.
I'm sorry, huh? Don't look at me like that.
Listen, this is a we listen, we don't judge type of stream, okay?
Oh, he can't judge me for shit. I see what's on his shelf.
Oh damn. Honestly, Tsubasa Chronicle, like honestly, genuinely, any work by Clamp is the type of work that is like, if you're into tough notes of BL, like you're only into the top notes, you don't really want to consume BL, but you kind of like it.
No,
just read.
All you're good.
Yeah, just read anything but from Clamp, you know? Anything from Clamp. Anything from Clamp has just small notes of yaoi that you're gonna enjoy, you know? Anyway.
Yeah, so sometimes it's subtext so loud that it may as well be text. But anyway,
once again, we talk about Yuki and Toya.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we have to open up Pandora's box now.
Kurogane, that was his name, Kurogane.
Oh, Kurogane, yes. Oh, him with Fi, it was so delicious because it was the type of like, okay, one of them is clearly into each other, and depending on the author, it will be a different one, right?
Yeah.
But it was like the type of like unrequited love type of thing that I was like, ooh, it's so good. It's so good.
It was unrequited until it was quieted really hard.
I know, right? Do I comment your video to send the image? I made a Corbeau and I subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. If you would like, you can also just get into my Discord, which by the way, if you're on Twitch, is !Discord. And if you are on YouTube, you can find it on the description of the stream. You can join this join the stream. I can talk. Join the Discord. Put it there. You know.
Here, I got it.
Thank you.
I'm mod powers.
No worries. Copy. I'll just be pasted for the people. That is not the one. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. Here you go. I'll copy it for the people on YouTube. There you go. Anyway.
Bless.
Anyway, we gotta open a whole Pandora's box. We gotta... There is a lot to talk about on this one.
Oh boy. Okay.
Is the Omegaverse. You know, I actually played in Vtuber Rivals again this weekend. I just didn't stream or make any announcements about it because I was just doing it in casually, right? And we talked a lot about the Omegaverse. I thought about people about the Omegaverse, and it's so funny to listen to people's reactions the first time they hear about the Omegaverse. Because
I have a 40-page guide to the Omegaverse that a friend of mine had made that has now become in circulation. So yeah, asking me about the Omegaverse, I probably know something.
Okay, so you'll probably do you'll probably do better explaining what the Omegaverse is than I would. So take it away, Hime. What is the Omegaverse for those who don't know?
I gotta fight with my roommates over not way to explain this. Okay. Oh, so basically it's similar in like the Dom sub thing you were talking about earlier, except you have people who are born with a secondary sex assigned as either alpha, beta, or omega. And beta as is just normal people. They don't really have anything going on. But the alphas are the ones who go into like a rut state where they just need to like violently bang something. And then I'm watering this down quite a bit. And then the omega who can get knocked up and have bubbies. I feel like I need to be drinking for this.
Not turning into alcohol. Not just turning into alcohol to explain the Omegaverse. Oh, bitch. Oh, we're getting serious up in here.
But like, okay, so the main draw I find when it comes to like any sort of Omegaverse thing is that you have the aspect of protectiveness, but also like the helplessness, because you have the Omega that is usually portrayed as someone who is weaker or frail, and at some point in the month becomes absolutely irresistible to all of these super powerful alpha people around them. And it's like, oh no, I am so weak and vulnerable, and if someone isn't, protecting me, then I will get, SA'd, and it's not going to be a good time. And then you have like the alpha who usually swoops in and be like, no, this one's mine, and I'm going to protect you, but I'm also really going to try to avoid banging you, but no, I'm going to bang you now. And there's it kind of plays over the same trope. It's a lot of
the primal sense of it, like, because the whole thing about Omegaverse is actually taken by the reason why Omegaverse exists in the first place was because of a flawed research paper about wolves. Who, by the way, the person who made that research papers about the Omega Alpha thing with wolves, right? He said before that he regrets it so much. Oh
god, I did not know that part.
No, he said before that he regrets it so much because people quote it all the time, and it's just so flawed and stupid, and is not true at all. That's not how wolves actually work.
Can you imagine being the guy who wrote the paper on alpha, beta, omega dynamics in wolves, and being like cited as the source for an entire genre of porn?
I know.
Can you imagine what that guy's resume looks like?
I would be so proud. Personally, I would be proud, but that's just me. By the way, I just had the art that you posted, K Miles, and Jesus Christ, your art is so good. Holy shit. But yeah, not to distract. Yeah, it's on art wall if you guys want to see it. Pick or bow? Just guess. Anyway. But yeah, Omegaverse in general, and the appeal of Omegaverse is just the primalness of it, giving up to your instincts. Kind of, it's also a bit of a sense like losing or having control, right? And because Omegaverse is really broad too. It's incredibly broad. You can find Omegaverse is almost more of an umbrella term, because
hey,
oh, who's this?
Serpentius, hang on, I'm gonna remote.
Hello.
We're streaming right now.
Yeah, sorry about that, sweetheart. We're streaming we're in the middle of it, but whatever you want to discuss, we can talk about. Oh, it's you, Box. Holy shit, I forgot about it. Hi, Box. We're in the middle of streaming, so I'm sorry, I should have made a different channel for this. But yeah. Well, we can talk about we can chat. No, it's no worry. No worry. It's okay. It's okay. If that's the case though, let's where do we move actually?
You'll have to move me because I don't see any other channels. Unless you want me to make you one.
Yeah, just make one. Just make one for on stream, just so people know, because I forgot about that. It's the first time that I've done this so randomly, you know. But yeah, hi Box. I hope you're doing okay. But yeah, like I said, Omegaverse is such a Omegaverse is such a it's such an umbrella term of things. Like there's
over. There we go.
Yeah. By the way, Box, if you're watching the stream, I would suggest you tag on chat rather than tagging on Discord, because I'm gonna be paying more attention to chat than Discord. Apologies. But yeah, Box was saying that Omegaverse deserves to be on the bottom, and I don't think so. Listen, I feel like Omegaverse has been tainted by a lot of slop, right? Like Omegaverse has been tainted by a lot of bad writing. Because here's the thing. The thing about Omegaverse is that most people tend to make misogynistic media with it. You know?
Yeah. Also, could you share your screen again, please?
Oh shit. Right.
You're good. I moved us.
Yeah, like the thing about Omegaverse is that it has been used as a weapon to make shots about women, to make shots about men, gay men, fragile gay men, by the way, like femme. It has been Omegaverse has been used to ridicule both women and men who look less than masculine, you know? So it's the reason why a lot of people have a bad taste with Omegaverse. But Omegaverse in itself, the concept, you know, the concept of having this primal instinct of men being able to get pregnant and women being able to impregnate, I feel like it's okay. It feels interesting, you know. It's it's much more interesting than just what we have in real life, you know.
Like I've seen a lot of Omegaverse, but I've also been in the Yaoi fandom long enough to see. I've seen this ship before. It all kind of loops back around because the concept isn't new. The way that it's portrayed now is kind of an amalgamation of multiple different tropes that were popularized again by someone basically reviving an original work. But it reminds me of like a lot of the yaoi we would see in like the early 2000s, where it was like you have a very effeminate uke, and then you have the super dominant, very like triangle looking seme.
But they have this triangle and geometry.
Exactly. It was just like it plays at the whole aspect of vulnerability versus like, but it forces that vulnerability as opposed to it being like, oh, I'm just a small effeminate man. Oh, I'm so vulnerable right now. To there is something like absolutely primal that is going to force this interaction.
Yeah.
But I do like when the Omegaverse stuff has like very where they break the mold. Like there was one where the guy was masquerading as a beta for most of his life.
Yes, he was afraid of I remember that.
Yeah, that one.
Have you seen like I feel like the title is something like the Yankee Omega or something like that. No, Tsumugo's do something. It was Tsumugo and something, that was the name. But it was an Omegaverse where the Omega was nothing but the biggest brick shit wall. Yankee will beat your ass if you get close to him type of deal.
Yes.
And that's when Omegaverse is used properly, you know? Like, Omegaverse has to be part of world building. It cannot be just the thing, you know? Because if it's just the thing, that's when it becomes boring. Because that's when you default to, oh, fragile, Omega, and dumb Chad Alpha type of thing. Like...
Yeah, and like if I wanted to read more of that, there's different genres I could read if I wanted to have that specific trope. I like it when it subverts the weakness, where it's like, I have this week out of the month where I'm like absolutely...
vulnerable.
Unable to keep anything.
Vulnerable.
Yeah. My brain just derailed for a second because someone in the chat mentioned pregnant Sonic.
Okay, let me just catch up with the chat. Cause I don't.
K Miles is taking me out.
Let me just catch up with the chat. Cause I don't read fanfic. I don't know the term of Megaverse. Well, the thing is that it didn't start with fanfic. It started with manga. Fanfic came later.
I think it started with like original writing.
No, you know what it started from?
Like...
It started from the actual Omegaverse was coined by the Strangers. What's the Stranger Things? It was a Stranger Thing, right?
Nana?
No. Stranger Things? Like, the one with the siblings? The name...
Oh, shit.
The name is Strange is over there. I think it's called Stranger Things. Well, it's supposed to be two siblings, right? Two siblings.
That's going a different direction than I thought it was going to go.
Well, that's the thing, though. That's where Omegaverse come from. When Omegaverse first established itself in the BL media, I think... Oh, was it Stranger Things? It's two brothers.
Stranger Things is like a sci-fi show, unless you're talking about something else.
The name of the show starts with strange, where it's two brothers that get into the unnatural, the occult, right? I don't know if it's Stranger Things, though.
I don't think it's Stranger Things, because that's something completely different, nothing to do with ABO. Sorry, not...
No,
Omegaverse, nothing to do with Omegaverse.
Oh, what was it called again?
Supernatural!
Supernatural!
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, Sam and Dean. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Same difference. Okay, listen. Same difference. Okay, listen. That's where we get into even more. Like, if you guys think that Omegaverse is all there is when it comes to being problematic or being uncomfortable to people, we grew up in the day in which brothers were fucking each other.
God, do not remind me. I got into the band Tokyo Hotel back in the day because I searched Twincest on YouTube during the height of Ouran High School Host Club. There's a bit of a Hime lore for you. I'm going to go right into hell now.
Oh, girl.
This was 2007. It was
girl. Super Lovers?
Oh God, I read that one too.
Super Lovers is super fucking problematic, but I love it.
Okay, I'm packing my hand basket. Get in. Let's go.
I know, we're going straight into hell for this. Okay, listen. Just don't search up Sonic inflation. Girl, you're talking to two of the people who have seen everything. We've seen everything that there is when it comes to uncomfortableness, you know?
I had to explain what a Kaniganai was to someone at a convention recently. I've been around the corner a few times, sweetheart. We should probably move on before I bury myself further in the ground.
And, girl, this is supposed to be burying me, not burying you.
We'll bury each other. If we dig fast enough, we'll just continuously dig each other out. It'll be fine.
I know. That is so fucking funny. But yeah, listen.
I would put Omegaverse into not what I look for.
Personally, I would personally put it in peak fiction because I feel like when it's done right, it's really good. You know,
that's fair. If it's done right, that's gonna be the thing. If it's done right,
it feels like there is no in between though. It's either straight up fucking garbage or so good that it makes you believe that Omegaverse is good again. You know?
Yes. So good steak, bad steak. I'm gonna go with this being your chart. So you put it where you think it fits best.
Okay, at least for me, this is big fiction, because you know, to me, fictional stuff is for me to get away from real life, right? For me to immerse myself in a world that I'm not a part of, a world in which I am just a spectator, and Omegaverse for me does it. I want to say like 8 times out of 10 does it for me. Sometimes it's just a very bad.
Oh yeah.
And listen, sometimes when I'm feeling like I need some raunchy porn to look at, Omegaverse got me covered, you know?
Omegaverse got that self-lubricating anus and something that's...
God, stop. We need to stop talking about this. Wait, let's go to lighter pictures. Let's go to, you know, more wholesome grass. High school. Yeah, I'll start this time around. High school is not my cup of tea anymore. It used to be.
It isn't.
I really used to like it because it was just a way to find wholesome stuff. You know, it was a very wholesome thing. But
if I wanted to read something like super fluffy, I might delve into this section more. But I'm 36. I don't necessarily want to watch or read BL regarding people who are half my age.
I know, like, it's just something about it that is just and there's also like the way that teenagers are usually written, which is they're just incredibly stupid. They do not know how to communicate, type of thing. It's like there's a difference between miscommunication and just flat out not talking, you know. And when it comes to high school, it's just high school drama, and I'm so over it.
Yeah, I'm not in for the high school drama, like, but there's a difference between it being people who are teenage aged and being set in a high school. The high school thing are by itself not my jam really anymore, just because I'm too old for this. I've been through high school. I don't need to go through again. But if it's revolving around younger people like falling in love and that fluffy shit, I'm here for it.
Yeah. You know what? If it
or if it's a story on this list?
No, it's not. Unfortunately,
I feel like that would fall under tragedy though. So we can talk
about Hanhaki during tragedy. Honestly, when it comes to high school, I just like I said, it's once again into like evolving taste. Like when you're younger, it feels so tantalizing, but once you're older, it's just like, what the fuck is this? You know?
Yeah, like I like it if it mix in like the comedy aspect of it, like Hanakimi.
Oh, you know what? No, you know what? When it's like a coming of age story, when it's like when it's like people, because this has been used a lot recently, which is high school settings as a way to understand and find peace with your own homosexuality, like with I mean, this one is it's pretty out there, but you know, it's also pretty much into the Yaoi umbrella, which is the summer Hikaru died.
Yes.
Like that is very much.
I feel like it needs, like, if it's more of a setting than a genre these days.
Yeah.
Like the Hikaru died, Blue Period. I know Blue Period's not technically a BL, but it's BL adjacent. God, what was that one? Not A Silent Voice. That wasn't BL. What was the one that was?
Free.
Wandering Sun. Wandering Sun.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I feel like, but even then, as a setting, I'm not really into it anymore. You know what I'm into? I'm into like a fucking disheveled, about to jump, suicide watch office workers.
Yes. Oh my god. We started watching Uramichi Onisan, Dansu and I. And oh my god, it is a combination of, boy, you are so relatable, and boy, I need to find you a therapist.
I know. That's what my favorite shoujo of all times nowadays. You know, if we're taking nostalgia out of the way, my favorite shoujo of all times nowadays is what was the one with what's it called? The one with the MMO girl, the MMO Neat or something like that.
MMO Neat.
It is the plot is it's an office woman who has quit her job and with her savings has decided to become a Neat.
I know the one you're talking about. It's not. Is it Watakoi?
No, that's different. Watakoi I actually really like too. I like Watakoi a lot, but I'm talking about the one where Netsujo or something. The point is that she becomes a Neat. And she gets into MMOs as a okay, so the whole story is that while she was working and the hard grueling job that is working in Japan, she found a lot of relief of playing MMOs, right? She plays MMOs a lot, and because for some reason something or other happened, her job got too difficult, and for multiple years she stopped playing the game, right? And then
is that recovery of an MMO junkie?
Yeah, recovery of an MMO junkie. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I had to think for a second.
It has a really weird name. Stand up and stretch. Right. You also gotta do that too. Stand up and stretch.
I'm in my workroom, so I wish to stretch.
Hell yeah. I like the Kyusei. It's my 5VL. Kyusei. I love
Kyusei.
Kyusei is also
one of those, like,
it's also like a coming of age story too.
Yeah, the coming of age sorting I really like. Only the Ring for Your Nose was I really liked that one. God, what was it? Twilight Out of Focus was also.
Oh yes. That's what got it out of focus. Yeah. Girl. I would say though, that was the first time that I saw that a BL that has like fully returned to form, as in like it was a BL for the people who read BL when they were 12 years old, as in
like we had the option of putting that one on our weekly anime night with my local friends here, and I was really glad that it did not get in because I ended up watching with Dansu afterwards, and I'm like, I could not look my friends in the eye if I had to watch this in front of all of my guy friends. Like if it's me and Dansu watching it together, we have a second to like look away and like fan ourselves and adjust our shirts before we look back at each other or talk about what we just seen. But if I had to sit next to like Fleeg and look Fleeg in the eye and have to do that awkward drive home afterwards.
By the way, I don't know if I said this, but thank you for the stand up stretch, so I appreciate it. We did stretch, but I forgot to say it. But thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, that's already out of focus. Is the type of BL that is like, it's been such a long time in which a BL has been so honest about it wanting to be mostly about smut. You know, there is a plot, but there is mostly it's smut. And there is a difference between it being mostly smut and it just being all about smut. Because there is also Yarichin Bitch Club, which is
oh my god,
basically just about guys fucking. And and that's already out of focus.
There, because it's like if I wanted to watch like full-on smut, that's something you go home and watch by yourself. I don't care how close you are to like your besties. I there's a point where I can't look you in the face afterwards.
Me too. It's just, and here's the thing, sometimes you just watch smut not because you're horny or anything like that, just because you want to see it, just because you're like, you know what, I want to see
that. It's like a morbid curiosity thing.
I want to see that boy be destroyed. But anyway, so
wreck
high
that
school.
twink. Anyway, let's move.
High school, I'm not gonna look for either, not anymore.
Nah.
College.
I think college.
It's also not what I look for.
Circling the drain thing.
Yeah, it's also not what I looked for. Circling the drain. That is such a funny analogy, but yeah. It's not what I look for anymore either. I mean, I'm still in the age in which it should be on college, or should I had not dropped out, right? But it's just school settings in particular are not interesting to me anymore. Because here's the thing, I feel like once you live through these periods of like high school and college, you realize that it's actually not what it's chalked up to be.
And it's changed a lot now. Like the stuff that was the college era stuff when I was originally in college, is very different than how it is now. So it's almost like looking into a school fantasy at that point.
Yeah.
But the illusion of productivity that comes with, you know, watching these people go through their college days doesn't really appeal to me so much anymore. But if it's like a backdrop, I can go with. But if that's the full like setup, then there needs to be more going on. Start with 10% smut and 20% flirting. The rest normal plot is a good mix. Yeah, no, I see that.
Absolutely, Surik. It could even be like 20% smut, 20% flirting, and the rest is normal plot. I would be fine with that. I don't mind if there's a lot. I would say that I don't mind if there's. Sorry, go ahead. You first.
I was like, I could even if there's not smut, like I will take it if there's a payoff to it. Like,
yeah.
If I get the big L word out of it, then I'll take it.
Honestly, to me, when it comes to smut and stuff like that, like I don't mind if there's a lot of sex. I don't mind. In fact, I'm a gay man, you know. I happen to be into that sort of stuff, but I just feel like there has to be a good reason for the sex. If sex is going to be a prominent feature of the story, there has to be a good reason for it. If it's just sex for the sake of sex, I don't like it. Like, for example, I've been reading Jinx. I don't know if you read that manga.
I don't know if I have. Go on.
Jinx is a manga in which it's like it's an author who is known for really abusive tops, and not necessarily not necessarily like I take it because I don't know how to do how to defend myself type of bottom. Like she makes bottoms that don't take it, but that also don't know how to deal with an overbearing asshole, right? Like, it doesn't feel like the way that she writes Bottom says like, oh, look at me, I'm such a delicate flower, you know? But anyway.
Oh, look at this art style. The art style's kind of neat.
It's really good. You should see it. Speaking of smut, it's at least at the beginning, it was mostly a smut story. I'm
seeing that from the Google search.
The sex scenes are really good. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, point being, the whole plot of Jinx is that it starts out as a very abusive, mostly just sexual relationship, you know. But it slowly evolves into a romance story of the bottom falls in love with the top, right? And the top is like mean to him, but not out of him being an asshole, but him just, you know, his reaction is the only way that he knows how to communicate with people, right?
God, it is a kind of guy all over again.
Yeah. And then in the most recent seasons, it's evolved into because at some point there is like a heartbreak, you know. The bottom realizes that the heartbreak is too much to care, you know. It's too much, you know. And because of that, he decides to leave. He leaves the top. He goes away, and he goes into the countryside, right? And it comes to the point, the flex point of the story comes with the top realizing that he was such an asshole, right? That he was actually a very, very bad person, and realizing that he actually wants him and needs him more, you know, than he realizes. Because of course, him being the prideful top, the one that he's not, you know, very stoic, no emotions, all I want is sex type of thing. He didn't think that he was the problem, right? But of course, he realizes later that he is indeed the problem. And now the story of season 2 is more so, how do I get back?
So we got like the
redemption.
God, what's the word? Redemption arc. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say resurrection arc. Like that's the wrong genre. Again.
That's the wrong genre. yeah. But now we're in like season 2 is like the redemption arc. I realize I actually need this person not just because of his body, but because I like him and I enjoy spending time with him, right? But I fucked up so severely that I don't know how to get him back, you know? And he's suffering for it. He's suffering for it, which is my favorite part. Like when I read, because you know, the easy thing to do, you know. Are you talking about Hazbin Hotel? No! Listen, Hazbin Hotel. Hazbin Hotel is the worst version of a toxic top type of thing. You know? That is.
But see, like when you watch that kind of thing, you're kind of signing up for it. Like, horror BL. Your neighbor kind of brought it up. Like horror BL. If I'm in for like psychological horror, I will go find that shit. That is where I say. Like I know these are not healthy relationships, but if I'm going in for like things like college AU stuff, I'm not really there for like psychological horror. But when you get to like the actual horror, like you knew what you signed up for, like that's where I shine. That's where I shine. Horror BL is peak.
Let me just finish on my thought with Jinx. The thing with Jinx now is like he's suffering now, and dude, when I first saw that chapter when he started suffering, I was like, "That's what you get, bitch. That's what you get. Suffer, you little bitch. You know what you did to my Pookie? Now you die. You know."
Suffer.
I know. That's literally what I said. And the Latin American community about BL is so funny, by the way, because you know I read. Most of my BL when it comes to manhwa, I read it in Spanish because I find it easier in Spanish than English, right?
Oh yeah.
And the Latin American community is so funny because when they find names that they can't pronounce, they just give them a random Spanish name. Like, for example, the name of the top on Jinx, his name is Jokyun, right? But because that's a name that's difficult to pronounce when you read it, they name him Jose Javier. It's because his name and his last name have a J, you know? So Jose Javier, that's his name. And the bottom his name is Dan something. I think his first name is Don, right? But you know, even though that's a name that you can pronounce normally in Spanish, right? People have taken to call him Daniel.
That's like back in the day with the Filipino dubs of different anime, like fucking Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude, speaking of Genshin.
Oh god.
Speaking of Genshin. For example, Bennett is Benito, right? And Tartaglia is El Tartas. El Tartas, because that means cake. That means cake. Which is funny because Tartaglia is the man that has the least cake out of the men in Genshin Impact. But anyway, let's get distracted. Where is the 18 plus BL on this list? Well, 18 plus BL in itself is not a genre, and it's also not a trope. It's just a tag, you know? Like,
it's a rating.
Yeah, it's just something that happens. You know what I mean? Oh, Necromancer who raised zombie gold and then fell in love with it is also so good. I feel like that also falls in horror and supernatural. No, speaking of which, this is your shit. So talk to me. Horror and supernatural.
This is my jam. Okay. Sign me up. I would slam my hand on the table, but it scared the watcher. So I'm gonna say, sign me up. I will. That's top tier for me. Horror and supernatural.
Okay, but explain the appeal.
Okay, so you already had explained like the whole like the toxic relationship thing, but I like the aspect of like horror supernatural where it's not like, in gamer terms, it turns from PvP to PvE.
Oh,
it's not like you versus another person and trying to assert dominance and trying to establish where you are in a relationship. It's you trying to like navigate the relationship that's already could be precarious as it is while trying not to fucking die.
Oh, like the zombie apocalypse ones that is just like,
yeah, like Zurich mentioned Necromancer who raised zombie gold and fell in love with it. Like that shit's good because you're not just it's not just, oh, I just revived my dead boyfriend. It's I revived my dead boyfriend. Now we're gonna fucking run for the church. Or like there was one that was called it was something stupid like zombie gay sex or something like that. And it's literally like these people who are running from a zombie apocalypse and trying to navigate that while trying to find a cure, but also they fucking.
Isn't that the one in which like literally in the first chapter of the episode we have a dude who is very helpless. He gets into the zombie apocalypse. He gets saved by the dude, and the first thing they do is fuck.
Yeah, I think that is the one. But like that kind of thing, like I love like the survival horror thing especially because that is just my fucking jam. I mean, at this point I've written over 100,000 words of specifically a murder thriller that is psychological horror fanfic. Like that's my bread and butter.
You know.
There was one that I had watched.
There is one that is like incredibly fucked up that I read not too long ago, which is you know, the whole you were talking about reviving your past lover, right?
Yeah.
So, the plot was, and it was a plus type of thing. So the plot was is one of the lovers dies, right? And the other one is so distraught and heartbroken that they choose to revive him. There in this world building, there is like a whole cloning system type of thing in which you can clone whoever, right? And you can give them the memories of the person, and you get to live with them, right? However, the clones are aware that they are clones, right? So, in this case, the plot starts with a stoic person who has just revived his much more cheerful lover, right? And they're trying to navigate around the fact that, well, the cheerful lover is not the real person anymore, you know? It's not the real person anymore. It's just a person who is no longer there, and they're trying to grapple with the fact that they just don't act the same, even if they're clones. They're different people, right? And the plot twist is that the stoic person is also a clone of the original. Because here's the thing: what happened originally is that the cheerful dude lost the stoic person due to an argument or something. They got into an accident. He died, right? And he was so distraught about it that he brought him back. But even though everything was fine, the sex was the same, the life was the same, The interactions was the same. Cheerful dude could not get over the fact that the other person has died, right? It was just not the same. And so he became, yeah, cheerful dude became very abusive towards stoic dude, right? And so eventually the story ends up culminated with cheerful dude killed himself. And now stoic dude returns the favor. He revives cheerful dude. And then it's just, the plot moves on in a way in which stoic dude realizes that he's subjecting cheerful dude to the same pain that he felt whenever cheerful dude, who the original cheerful dude was, you know, being mean to him. And so it culminates with coming to terms that they're both not the original people and they don't have to follow their steps, you know? But it was incredibly fucked up. Because it was like the loss, the suicide, and everything was like, damn, these people don't deserve each other, but yet here they are. You know? Yeah,
and a lot of times you're going to run into situations where that's where I kind of deviate from a lot of people who read like the more supernatural horror stuff. Is I prefer my stuff to have happy endings. At least if it's not like it doesn't have to be rosy, but it has to be like, I want them to at least be together at the end in some capacity.
Hey, can you put the
I don't want it to end with everyone dying and unhappy. Like, I don't like tragedy.
I kind put it in the description right now because I don't think I can edit it while I'm live. But I'll put it in the chat. If you guys want to make your own version of the tier list, here you go. Here it is. So yeah, horror supernatural. Honestly, I don't have that much experience with it because you know that I'm not a horror girl. I cannot handle horror very well. So I don't look for it, but I'm not mad at it. When I read it, I think it's okay, but for the most part, it's not what I look for. But you know,
that's fair.
This is a democracy, so I guess we could put it in It's Alright actually, because I don't mind.
No, this is your chart. I'll go back and make my own later.
Okay, well. Fantasy.
I'm just here to weigh in as the expert on the other side of the aisle.
Fantasy. Fantasy is such an overarching term. I don't really know how to take this, to be honest. It's like everything is a fantasy.
Fantasy is a setting.
Yeah.
But I feel like in this context, it's referring to things like elves and magic and the high fantasy situation like Lord of the Rings. I think that's what they're referring to, because that's more of a setting as opposed to like a full genre.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a genre, but like,
I don't know.
There's a lot to encompass it.
I don't know. I don't really feel particularly stunned about fantasy. Like it's not bad, but it's not good either. Like it doesn't make or break for me. Does it make or break for you?
It definitely has to have a lot of world building.
True. Yeah, I feel like fantasy is one of those things I'll ride, like, you know, because it really does depend. It really does depend on the execution of it. Let's start doing rapid fire.
Supposed to be like the main dish.
Let's start doing rapid fire because we've been yapping a lot. So
let's keep on going.
Childhood friends. Ooh, bitch. Big fiction. I'm sorry.
I want to say your husband Cove agrees.
Don't call me out like that. How dare you? Hey, yes, Dragon.
I'm gonna call you out. I know who you are.
Yeah, Omegaverse on top. Listen, I had to fight for this, bud. People were telling me no to Omegaverse on top, but I don't care. This is my turn.
No, this is your list. This is
my list and me exposing myself. But I hope you're doing well, Chaos Dragon. But yeah, childhood friends is my shit. I can never, ever reject a childhood friend. I'm sorry. Like, you're telling me you have a person who has loved you all this time and you're not even gonna try? Absolutely not. We have to try. And this
but I hear you, but I want to raise you an additional step there.
Okay.
The one where you don't know that they were friends as children. Like, they met as children, they were inseparable, something happened that separated them, and they come back decades later, and then they're like, you were the one this whole time.
Yes!
Even better if they don't realize it at first, and they just fall in love with each other, and then they make that connection point, and that just seals the deal.
Yes! Oh, I live for that. There's one particular deal that I read, which is the Otoyan Papa, which is once again, LGBTQ parent, family guy who falls in love with the teacher, right? And they end up finding out later that they were best friends in high school, you know?
Oh, yes.
And I was like, yes, absolutely. There's just something about childhood friends that adds so many layers, because also childhood friends doesn't have to be positive, you know? Childhood friends doesn't really have to be positive. It could be a negative thing. It could be like,
It could be like,
this is the
you
reason
pushed me on the playground when we were 5 and I've hated you ever since type of situation.
Yeah, or it could also be, I cannot see you this way because you're my childhood friend, you know?
Yeah, it's like we're close enough to be family, and then I can't see you in a romantic sense.
Yeah. And
there's a lot to it.
My favorite version of this though, is when it's like, you know that they're perfect for each other, but they just cannot see themselves dating. Like they basically are already dating per se, but they just cannot see themselves as anything else other than childhood friends. And so they try to date other people, but they just keep going back like, oh, if it was this person, things would be better, you know? Like, let's just say if it was, I'm gonna put it in like Baku terms, right? Let's say that Bakugo tries to date Uraraka for some reason, but every time he tries to date Uraraka, he's like, oh, but this would be a lot more fun if Deku was here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my particular friends. Okay, let's see. What does chat say? Master and Slave is either toxic or really wholesome. I think this is where it comes to like the dumb self type of thing. You know, Master and Slave is good, but only when it turns into equals more the more it goes on.
Yeah, I feel like for like the power imbalance doesn't do anything for me anymore.
Me neither.
But like, I feel like if it's like what you described earlier with the guy who like fucked up real bad and he had to go through a whole redemption arc to get the guy back.
Yeah, but that's not really like, Master Slave though.
No, it's like that's a similar situation where I need them to realize that this is bad, and I need them to figure their shit out before they try to make anything work. But see, there's a difference between Master Slave and then Master Servant.
Yeah, Master Servant is different because Master Slave,
like butler, like getting with your butler, that's different than like a slave.
I feel like Master Slave is more of a kink rather than something that is like part of the storytelling type of thing, you know? But some of these are definitely kinks. Others are just settings, and others is just an actual trope, right? So I don't know. Master Slave is not my particular favorite. I'd rather lobotomize myself. Because I don't really, I don't look for it.
It doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, it just doesn't do anything. It's just like, okay, it's a thing. And if anything, that's gonna turn me off because I'm like, oh, it's one of these. Shapeshifter. I don't think I ever seen Shapeshifter. What would you describe as Shapeshifter?
Shapeshifter?
I feel like this is more is this more of like a fanfic type of thing, like actual written stuff?
Maybe? Because Shapeshifter to me is normally like the werewolf type trope, but I almost feel like that should fall in with like the monster X mortal.
I just posted my tier list in common area. We'll look at you guys' rankings at the end of the stream. How about that? So that we can keep going with this. But thank you for the conservation books. Shapeshifter. The thing is also with Shapeshifter is could also be. So the only other thing I can imagine is just like, oh, I am the enemy of your lover and I have shapeshifted myself into your lover so that I can fuck you type of thing and get back at him. That's the only thing that I can think of. But it's just, it feels like such a...
That's NTR then. Like,
yeah, that's
NTR. That doesn't do nothing for me.
It's just a very, very specific scenario and I don't really know what shapeshifter is applied for, you know? So I feel like I feel like with the thing with shapeshifter is just like, it's not what I look for because I don't even know what it is, you know?
Yeah, I'm there with that.
Shapeshifter and where people should be different things. They should be. It shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah. I think the where people think falls into like the monster X mortal category.
God deity X mortal. I don't know. This also does nothing to me either. Like it depends on the dynamic, you know? Because I think it's one of those other things about like power balance. But like
so, there was one that I really liked. I forget the name of it, but it got really popular recently. That it was a deity, like a eternally young deity, whose job was it to fight off the monsters that would come out of the sea to protect this village. And then there was this boy who would go bring him offerings on the regular. And the deity was like...
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it tended to be isolated, but the boy got closer to him, and over time, like, they got really close, and he got to see this boy become a man, and then it was like, I want to leave this shed and go be with this human as opposed to having to be stuck my entire life living only for the night and fighting off monsters and that kind of thing where it's like you have that slow build where eventually you have the deity like dedicating himself to this human as this human has dedicated himself to the deity. That I like. I like that mutual like growth and dedication to the other.
If it's like if we're putting the people that the deity learns to be more human thanks to the human, then yeah. I'm also thinking like maybe something along the lines of Kamisama Hajime Mashita. Have you ever seen that one?
Yes.
I'm thinking more along the lines of like, okay, deity that's where immortal, then yeah, like I can see it like that. So I guess it's all right. Gotta have to work. Good luck with your list. Thank you. Have a fun time at work, and I'm so sorry that you have to work, but I have a fun time. Making them look strong for the reason is the reason, I guess. That is true. I don't know. It's just. I think it's all right, right? I feel like it's the type of thing that when you encounter it, it doesn't bother you. You know?
Yeah, yeah. No, the
reason why. Oh.
Apparently, the moderator thing. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Buck says that it's all right because the gods are hot. Okay, that is true though. Usually, gods are depicted as like out of this world beauties. So I get it.
Yeah, that's part of their appeal is like they have this ethereal, like inhuman level of beauty.
Monster.
But I also like it when it's like the inhumanly beautiful person and then the guy who was like passable at best.
Yes. Okay,
like,
but here's the thing. Though. I like that applied more or less as mortals because there is this one very, very incredibly angsty. I don't know if it was manga or manhwa. It's like a pink-haired dude that was like the most beautiful person who is also not class president, like the committee president. What was it called again? Setokaicho.
Just company president.
Yeah, it's the president of the society of students, something like that.
Student council president.
Yeah. So he was the president, and his whole thing is that he finds this genuinely ugly dude. He's genuinely ugly. I'm not pulling any punches. This bottom is ugly as fuck. But it was the whole thing of like they fell in love together despite the differences, you know? Despite that one of them was a loser and the other one's a god. They fell in love together. And I will eat that shit too. I will eat it, but for the most part,
absolutely, because it's like falling in love for what's inside.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Monster Mortal. This borderlines into Master Fucker territory. So I'm just gonna do what I'm into. I'm just gonna do what I'm into. I'm sorry about it. Sorry, not sorry.
Unapologetic.
I'm not apologetic about this.
Sorry, up.
Monster X Mortal, regardless of whether it's love or smut, I live. I don't think I don't think we need any elaboration on this. I don't think I need to elaborate. So let's move on, shall we?
You know who you are.
Monster X Mortal is kind of nice sometimes, but sometimes they're not. I'm thinking it through the lens of like, of what ifs, you know? Like, what if a werewolf and a man fall in love together and stuff like that? But also, I'll be honest, I'm mostly looking at this. I'm mostly looking at this in the Master Fucker angle. I'm sorry about it.
Plus, it's like you have that same thing where it's like it goes from like you have the us against the world type mentality where it's like I fell in love with this person who everyone else sees as a monster, but I see them for who they are, and I am staying with them. I'm going to defend them to the end. That's a level of dedication, but also monster fuckering.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is mostly just a monster fucker. This is mostly just a monster fucker angle for me. I'm sorry.
No, I'm
like I can listen. I cannot give it any other thing. It's a monster fucker angle for me. Yeah. Slice of life. I will eat this. I like slice of life. Listen, my life tends to be, my life tends to be very boring, right? And I find a certain amount of pleasure about watching, just the problems of daily life that I don't have, but that other people have. Is so cathartic, It's just be like, it's kind of like watching a telenovela, right? It's like it's like this curiosity about other people's problems, other people's problems or other people's things are just normal things in life that are as ridiculous it sounds, pleasurable, you know? Like,
It's like,
go ahead.
the tea is great when it was made for you, but not about you.
Yeah, exactly. Or even then, it's just like small things like we go to school together and we always end up going to this arcade and we have fun, right? Like small stuff like that. Slice of life is something I eat personally because it just allows me to peer into other people's life without it being about me. Yeah, like you said, just like the tea is not about me, but the tea is good. But how do you feel about slice of life?
A sense of normalcy.
Yeah, exactly. How do you feel about slice of life? Do you like it? Do you enjoy it?
Me personally, there is a genre of slice of life that I don't enjoy. That I refer to as cute girls doing fuck all. Well, like there's no substance, but it's just them being like cozy anime. Not something I usually look for in terms of thing. Then that's like a subgenre of slice of life. But in general, just like watching people live their lives, so long as there's like something moving the plot forward, then that I will really enjoy. But if it's just kind of like, we're existing and playing board games and that's the plot, or we're existing and we're going camping and that's the plot, then I'm like, I've checked out.
Yeah, I mean, it really just depends. Slice of life is one of those things that is just like, okay, I want to know your life story and I want to know about your normalcy, but it cannot be too similar to my life, okay? There has to be something, you know? Oh, that as Box perfectly puts it, slice of life is like it's like depressing and good. I like it when it's depressing and good, or it's just like things are going just too perfectly for them that it's just like I can certainly imagine it for myself. It's almost like self-insert type of thing, you know? I feel like that's what slice of life is for. It's like you inserting yourself into a scenario that probably won't happen to you, but it's still about normal life, you know?
Yeah, but it's still like an overarching plot of some kind. Like Fruits Basket is a good example. That's a slice of life anime, but it has overarching plot that made it really compelling, and that's where I need to have that happening. I need to have something.
Same with Cardcaptor Sakura, like literally just
yeah.
I like to watch stories about people's normal lives, but your normal life doesn't have to be okay. I am a Vtuber who streams at 7 p.m. in the afternoon, and after that I don't do anything else. You know, not calling myself out there. How are you talking about? But what? Aova, well, I feel like bringing up Aova in this type of thing is like you know, talking about Jesus in the middle of like, you know, prayer day is like, that I feel like people think that Yaoi is fucked up solely because of him.
Oh, because of Alba?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, God, people have no idea.
Alba is to blame for everything, to be honest, because Alba has incest. It has monster fucking. It has, because you know the snake.
Just to clarify, we're talking about dramatical murder, Alba,
yeah, we're
right?
talking about dramatical murder. Yes.
Okay. Are we already on to the psychological tag?
Well, yes. Yeah, I mean, we can move on to psychological and tragedy when it comes to Alba.
If you talk about nitrochiral games, I will tell you about some of the fucking nitrochiral games I've played.
Nitro Kai games is literally just the whole thing. They jerk off to psychological tragedy because it's so
like literally. People bring up Omegaverse. I know I'm backtracking for a little bit, but no one ever brings up Sweet Pool.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Sweet Pool. Oh god, Sweet Pool actually make me puke. That's how bad it was. Yeah,
you want to talk about like psychological horror plus Omegaverse? Yeah, Sweet Pool.
Sweet Pool. Oh god, dude.
I put myself through Sweet Pool as someone who likes nitrochiral games. I put myself through it, but I do not recommend it.
Okay, hold on, Miles. How old are you? Okay, sweetheart. I'm sorry, but this is an 18-only stream, and I don't mean to be that bitch, but unfortunately, come back in a few years, because I cannot have you here as a minor. So, I'll see you later. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely night. You know what? I'll leave my Discord messages open. Talk to me when you're 18. Okay, there we go. Can you remove them from the Discord server too, please?
Yeah, I can do. Looks like it's just this person.
I feel bad, because, you know, new fan, whatever, but this is not a space for them.
Yeah, definitely not.
Especially not when we'll be talking about porn for the last few hours.
Yeah, Where is it?
Anyway.
Where are they?
Let's not pay too much attention to that. Anyway. So yeah, what are we talking about? Yeah, psychological trauma. Yeah, allergy.
I need... if it's going to be psychological, I need it not to be a tragedy. That's my thing.
I feel like it has to have a happy ending, whether they actually end up together or not. Like, it cannot be Sweet Bull. It cannot be both of them dying.
Yeah, no.
Like, dude, Sweet Bull fucked me up in several ways. Because, you know, like I said, I'm a childhood friend sucker, right? And so I was really rooting for the orange boy. You know, I was really rooting for him until I find out that he eats you. And not in a fun way.
Oh, darling, I can't boot people.
Oh, right. You're not a one. Okay, that's fine. I'll remove them myself. I'll do it later. Actually, no, let me just do it now.
Yeah, go ahead and do it now, just because now that we know that they're underage, we don't want them to stick around.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Anyway, moving on. But yeah. Sweet Bull just fucked me up, dude. I got so fucked up. Like, genuinely, they listen, I was so into him biting and stuff like that. Because, you know, I was like, okay, we're talking about eating the metaphorical sense. And then the CGI pops out and the MC has patches of flesh missing as he's getting fucked. And I'm like,
it wasn't.
Yeah, it was fun until it wasn't. I was like, ew, oh my God. And then on the
sorry, go ahead.
And then the final ending, the final CGI, you see the bones of the MC right there, and the fact that now that he has fully consumed the MC, he has started to eat himself because the MC is inside of him, and that's the only way that he can find any type of fulfillment.
Yeah, no, Sweet Bull fucked up. But if we're gonna go like a psychological BL that is enjoyable, the summer Hikaru died.
Yes.
Perfect example. Like, you know it's going to be a tragedy. You know it's not going to end well because the boy's already dead. But you're eating it up because it's like the us against the world thing still.
Yeah, it's like us against the world, and also it's just the part of which is just what's it called? It's also, you know, the game metaphor is so appealing. Like, just the fact that Yoshiki considers himself a monster because he's gay. And the beautiful thing about that is just like the actual monster sees him as the most luminous, shining thing he could have been seen in his life. And it's just also about like, yes, this is a bad relationship, it's a bad circumstance type of thing, but they bring out the best out of each other, you know? And it's that's a sad thing about it, man. Go ahead.
I like that, at least at the end of this is going to be a spoiler for people who haven't finished at least the first season. At the very end, Hikaru comes out and says, "It's like, your friend is dead. I am occupying his body. We like different things, and I have different aspects of me that I am putting out.
He straight up
I can emulate him, but I'm not him. Are you still okay with this?"
Yeah, and literally, he straight up just says, "I cannot be a replacement for him anymore."
Yeah, but then
I'm just not him.
Yoshiki,
you know?
was just like, "Yeah, I fell in love with you." The Hikaru in quotes. That's the person I'm fighting for at this point. Like, he's let go of his friend who has died on the mountain, and now he's dedicated himself to.
People who hate this series also go like, "Oh, you know, the whole monster thing is just like, oh, he would have ended up with Yoshiki anyways." No, he wouldn't have. Hikaru was not gay. Hikaru himself was not gay. Hikaru was a straight man, and he said actually really a horrible thing about gay people, because, you know, learned homophobia, right?
Small village.
Small village, exactly. So it's just about the fact that it's a tragedy situation. Like, these are the perfect people to put together, but they cannot be together because life is just not permitting it, you know?
Yeah, because one of them's already dead.
And even if one of them's already dead, let's talk about just the monster and Yoshiki. It's just like, these people better each other, but it can happen, you know? It just can't happen because it's not healthy, you know? Hi, Cleo. Thank you so
Cleosaurus.
much for the BDS. I appreciate it. It's okay. You know what? Cleo has signed up for this kind of stuff. Anyway, let's move on. Psychological tragedy.
Let's go on.
That's all right. I feel like it depends on the execution. I know that in your personal is just you're gonna put it in Pick Fiction. I know you would.
It's peak fiction, but I like it when it has the happy ending. Not like I like the being rescued recovery thing and like comforting the hurt comfort part of it.
Yeah.
But less so.
Oh Jesus Christ! What the fuck? Hello?
Oh, that's an
ad.
ad.
That's an ad. This stream is not sponsored.
Nope.
Anyway, so let's continue doing rapid fire because really we're just taking a long time. So non-con, dub-con, Big Fiction. I don't know, something about it. I'm sorry. It's the power dynamic.
Big Fiction is fiction.
Yeah, power dynamic is so good. I will eat it up every time. There's just something about being controlled that is very appealing to me. Anyway, Soulmates is Faded. I will eat this. I don't say Pick Fiction because you know what I like better. You know what I like better.
It falls into the reincarnation / past lives.
Yeah. No. But here's the thing. Let me propose this. Okay. Two characters who are not each other's soulmates, but they want to be together, and therefore they have to fight for it.
Oh, gotta go defy fate. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I like soulmates and or Faded if it's about defying fate. You know, if it's because you know sometimes soulmates that's Faded tends to be very boring because it's like
railroaded.
Yeah. Like I like it either or it's like soulmates Faded, like soulmates Faded, but they just severely hate each other. It's like at the point it was like, you know what, we couldn't be worse for each other, but because we're soulmates Faded, we have to try anyway. Or they are just people who are really good for each other, but they're not each other's soulmates. You know.
I like the ones where it's like we're soulmates and we can avoid it, but we hate each other. But then it's like the journey of finding out why they love each other.
Yeah.
Not that they're learning to love each other, but finding out why they love each other. Like it's an inevitability still.
Yeah.
But it's like you haven't learned why yet. That kind of thing.
Exactly.
That's my jam.
Yep. Or no plot.
I'm not in the mood for it, but yeah.
I will eat this. You know, I will eat this. Like
we'll go through and watch Bitch Club again.
Sorry?
We'll go through and watch Bitch Club again.
I know. I mean, I will eat this because listen, backing straight up, just as a self-pleasure thing, I will eat it because it's porn. It's porn. I'm an adult. It's porn. So, you know. Faded to me becomes lame when it's that I can control the urge that I want to only because we're faded. Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why I like better when it's like soulmates faded, but they're not each other's faded type of thing. It's like that is just real love. It has nothing to do with pheromones. It has nothing to do with this self-proclaimed plan that has already been destined. It's just love.
Yes.
You know, it's love. And so
you make your own fate.
Yeah.
You carve your own destiny. You fall in love with your own man.
Yeah, exactly. So faded when it's just like, oh, we just love each other so much. At that point, why just make it soulmates or faded? It's just like, yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. I will eat it. It's not bad, but I will eat it. Coworkers. Pick Fiction. Sorry.
Yes. Pick Fiction. Yes.
Listen, you shouldn't date your coworker. Not by any means. But because this is fiction we're talking about, you should date a coworker.
It's fiction. It's fiction. I watched Cherry Magic. I know you probably
Cherry
watched
Magic. Ah! Cherry Magic is so good. I love Cherry Magic. Holy shit. That is the most... By the way, Cherry Magic is the most fucking healthy relationship I ever seen in BL in a while.
Right? Like that one we did watch at anime night. Like that one I was able to look Tuan in the eyes when we were all done. Okay,
that's because you didn't show them the manga. The manga does get a lot more freaky.
Oh yeah, I mean that's different. I'm not gonna shove the manga in Fleek's face. So like
Yeah. But yeah. Mostly in the werewolf trope of beta alpha stuff. Oh bitch. Beta, like going back to the Omegaverse thing, I like it that stories nowadays are including more betas now. You know? My particular one is Alpha X Beta, primarily and only because the Alpha tend to view the Beta as losers, right? So that's kind of my jam. It's just like they're just pathetic. You know, I love it.
We are getting twogged apparently.
Oh hi Twig, girl, where have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing great. I hope your concerts have been doing great because I know you've been doing a lot of concerts and I know you've been doing a lot of fun events and I hope it's going great. Trying to hide their bottomness. I love it too. I love it too, Cleo. Or simply just my new favorite thing about Omegaverse is just Alpha X Alpha. Like
yes,
fighting for dominance type shit.
You want to talk about power dynamics? Like you got someone that are both at a 10. They're butting heads constantly.
Exactly.
That's fun.
No, and that's the whole appeal with Fight A. Like Fight on X Mighty. Have you gotten into HSR? Do you know about HSR?
Yes. No, I play it.
But yeah, Fight on X Mighty. Fight on X Mighty, that is the whole thing for me. Alpha X Alpha is so fucking good too.
Listen, it goes back to the dawn of time, to the very first BL, the Epic of Gilgamesh.
You're so fucking real for that, holy shit. You're so real.
I'm not even fucking joking, that's what it was.
I know. You're so real for that. You're so real for that. You're real. You're so real.
Listen, Fate wasn't the one to think of the Gilgamesh and Enkidu's love scene destroying the fucking planet. No, that is original content.
No, and here's the thing. When it comes to like the smutness of it, just like I like it whenever they actually fight to be the top. Like it's just like
yes.
Like it's not suddenly not suddenly one of them becomes the bottom. It's just like, oh, I love it. Like sure, it feels good, but you know deep down that you would rather be the one sticking it in, you know. And that
fight for dominance.
Yeah, and there is also the part of like subversive couples, you know. It's just like they change their bursts, right? So I like that
your
too.
Switches.
Yeah. Although personally, me, I prefer Finan as the bottom. That's just me.
I mean, I'm in the same boat, so.
Hell yeah! See, this is why we're sisters. Okay. Bigger, taller, buffer bottom. Yes. Bigger, taller, buffer bottom is peak fiction. I am so tired of.
Yes. Cleo had just said, I want to see a twink to a mustache. I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big bottoms.
Absolutely. I love that. Holy shit. And that is the thing though. It's just like, listen, maybe this is a little bit of internalized homophobia, and I admit my own faults, right? But I am not into feminine guys, right? Which is ironic. I know, right? Stop laughing.
I know we talked about this the other day about you liking like more bodybuilder looking guys.
Yeah. I'm not into feminine men, so bigger, taller, buffer bottom is just for me, because you know, I get to have my cake and eat it too, you know.
Absolutely. Wait, are you saying you're a top?
No. No. Bitch, I'm a pillow princess. What the fuck do you mean? No, I'm not a top. You know what? The thing about being a top is I'm afraid I'm gonna like it, and I don't wanna. Like, it goes against
princess style, sweetheart.
Like, it just goes against my entire persona, you know. Like, what if I end up liking it? Like, would I be like this strawberry femme top? I don't know. I don't think so. And also,
but I would be down for reading a manga about that. Okay.
Well, okay, me too. But at least me myself, I'm more into. Besides, you know what? I'm not gonna continue that train of thought because I'm gonna expose myself.
That's for Discord afterwards. Discord afterwards.
Yeah. Anyway, friends with benefit, big fiction. Fuck yeah.
Yes, especially when it evolves past that.
Absolutely. Oh yes.
Oh man.
Friends with benefits is probably like. Okay, I'm also gonna be that bitch. I also find NPR to be kind of hot. Only in the sense of fiction. I don't want.
Yeah, in the sense of fiction.
Yeah, only in the sense of fiction. I don't want it to be done to me, and I much less want it to be done to someone. I much less want to do it with someone else, right? But there's just something about it. Just like. Oh.
Yeah, no, Cleo, you're valid. Like I need it to have a happy ending. If I wanted to go in, I would need them to like end up together. I can't have them like separating after me getting so invested. I need them to actually end up together.
Yeah, and that's the thing with angst is when angst drags out for too long, it just becomes unbearable, you know?
Yeah. There's a point where you just like want to shake them.
Yeah. I don't like those friends with benefits. Those episodes are so sad because there's always the one who actually likes the other, and the other is always in denial, and they're so mean to the person who does like them. That's what I would call bad friends with benefits. That's what I would call like even toxic and something I don't enjoy myself even really. What I enjoy me personally when it comes to friends with benefits is just friends with benefits who are the most unlikely people to be together. But then they end up being together because guess what? They have very good sex connections and they just have to figure out the fact that they want to be together. And eventually they want to be together past the sex. Sometimes it turns out that they just don't want the sex anymore. They want an actual connection.
When the porn becomes the feelings.
Exactly. Okay, catchy feelings after storing now too. Ooh, pick fiction, bitch. Pick fiction.
Yep. See, that writes right on in with the friends with benefits thing. That rolls right on to it.
Catching feelings. Oh, there's this particular. It's literally smut BL. It's literally just for the smut. It's produced by a company who's known for doing God's work and actually producing BL, like actual BL that has actual sex scenes and there's actual penises involved, right? I don't remember exactly the name of the BL, but the bottom is named Fukami. I don't know if that sounds familiar to you.
Oh man,
relatively long hair. He has relatively long hair, black hair. Wears glasses. The top is a fucking douche who.
Was that a Unexpectedly Naughty? Was that what it was?
Yes, Unexpectedly Naughty Fukami. Yes, it is exactly. Yes. I like that one too because he ends up catching feelings at the end. Although.
Didn't that just recently get an anime?
Yeah, it came out last year actually.
Okay, yeah.
Unexpectedly Naughty Fukami is very good, and he does end up catching feelings at the end. But what I hated about it is like they leave it vague as to whether or not they actually continue to be together or not, because they continue being sex friends, right? But the thing about Fukami is that I think Fukami is implied to be aromantic. And so it's kind of painful because it's like, oh, you, the douche guy, are so, are so in love with this person who's probably never gonna love you back the way that you wanted to, and it's just like it ended up being really sad,
Yeah. Anyway,
let's move. Let's continue on. Oh, like I only like friends with benefits when it's like co-workers, like they're using each other to relieve stress. Ooh, that's when we're talking about smut. And when we talk about smut, like, or and when we talk about porno plot, yes, absolutely. Forbidden love. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of tired. I don't like. Like, listen, I am too old right now for me to be wondering whether or not they're gonna get together. Absolutely not. I'm sorry.
It has to be a happy ending, and there has to be like some resolution. Has to be a happy
ending. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in. Let me just make this smaller. Like the list is getting too long. Let me make this smaller. Like, it has to have a happy ending for me. If they don't end up together, then I'm sorry, I'm not rating it. I spend too much time into this fictional relationship for them to not end up together. Hell no. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm not investing my time into a tragedy. I'm depressed enough as it is. I need someone to be happy out of here.
It's either gonna be me or you guys, and I would rather be you guys,
Exactly.
I don't know. Wait.
Well, less work for me.
Exactly.
Make you go to therapy.
About this fake dating. I don't know how to feel about fake dating.
If there's a plot behind it.
Me too. I feel like it's alright. Because the thing about fake dating is that it can sometimes turn so sour.
I like it when it's fake dating and there's feelings behind it.
Yeah.
Like,
when they do the trial thing, he's like, oh, you like this other dude, but you like, let's put it this way. The picture is one dude likes his teacher, right? And so the other dude is like, okay, I'm gonna support you, but you need to know what you're doing for you to get into this relationship. So let me help you out. And it turns out it's like, oh, I'm training you, but in reality, I'm actually in love with you, and I want you to fall in love with me instead. You know what I mean?
See, I'm kind of iffy on that one.
Really?
I'm kind of iffy on that one. Like, if it's just like, here, let's just try out dating because you clearly are in love with someone else. I feel like I would be so worried about it ending in failure and being a tragedy.
I mean, most of the time it does sound like that, but when it does end happily, I'm in love with it.
Yeah, like if it becomes like, oh, I realize I have feelings for you instead, then I can get behind it. But if it's just like, I'm going to ultimately leave you when this other person like actually returns my feelings, like that.
Oh, okay. Let me
like
propose something. Let me propose something now. Let me propose something.
Are you gonna propose it?
Okay, let's propose it this way, right? Let's say that the other person, that the person who I actually like, returns my feelings, right? You know, it returns my feeling. It returns my feelings, but then I realize that it's not actually what it's chalked up to be. I don't actually have as much fun with this person, and then I realized that I actually fell in love with the person that I was training with, but now I don't know how to get out of the situation because I finally got with the dude that I wanted to get with, but it's not what it was chalked up to be, and now I don't know what to do. You know?
Yeah. That I can get behind. That I can get behind. Let's see. Cleo says, I prefer that I don't want to show up single and can you pretend to be my man. That I love.
Oh, that dude. That is good. That's
Craigslist ad, I need a boyfriend from this family gathering so I don't show up alone. Or something like that. Shit like that, I love.
Dude. I want to know your thoughts on how to rent a girlfriend. I actually think this series is ridiculous. I like that until
I hate to rent a girlfriend.
I like that
I've watched like... Go ahead.
I liked it until they did the plot twist. Until they're like, I don't like you. Okay, then what was all this for, right? And here's the thing, I wasn't born with it, right? I wasn't born with it, like, okay, she doesn't like him. Let's move on. Let's try to find another thing, right? But then I learned later on that turns out that she actually does like him, you know?
See, I feel like that situation in that series specifically, I won't spend too much time on this because I could go on about this.
Mm-hmm.
I disliked that the protagonist set it up in such a way that she felt compelled to spend
yes.
all this time
yes.
with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's disingenuous.
Me too.
So no matter what feelings there were, because I know he did it because he like genuinely has feelings for her, and he's hoping that if he keeps
but this is her job. This is her job.
I know, exactly, it's her job, and it's a major industry in Japan to have these like fake girlfriend type things, and it always ends up being, it's like the same as the idol industry. You have the illusion that this person's going to end up with you someday, but it's not going to happen, and it always ends badly.
Yeah, I like that. Listen, I liked it for the possibility of subverting expectations, but it just continues on as to being like, okay, this is the same couple. It's like, okay, well, fuck me, I guess. It's just. This is gonna amount to nothing then, because I wasted my time. But yeah, rivals. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's the same thing. It's the same thing as enemies to lovers. It's just like, I think I'm more willing to eat this more than enemies to lovers.
I feel like this is very sports anime coded.
True.
I feel like if you're going like Blue Lock rivals, yeah, I can get behind that for sure. But it kind of falls back to
I feel like we should also. I feel like when it comes to like this tier list too, we should also draw back from pre-existing knowledge, right? Because I feel like if we keep making what if scenarios, not only is the stream gonna be longer, but also if we keep making what if scenarios, it's just like convincing ourselves to like something that we don't like, you know?
True. Well, rivals hate fucking. I'm here for it, but only on a certain day, so it's all right for me.
Yeah, it's all right for me too. It's just secretly a killer assassin on something illegal. It's a nothing burger. Like, sure. It is.
You just say killing stalking.
Thing is, I actually enjoy killing stalking.
I did. It wasn't for me.
It wasn't it for you?
I don't like my tragedies. I don't like tragedies.
I don't. If I remember right, the ending was that they both got executed, I think.
Yeah, that's a tragedy.
That is true. I don't know, but there was something so cathartic about it. You know?
No, but you go through the entire series rooting for the bad guys.
No, honestly, I was rooting at some point in the story. I was rooting for them to just like, oh, please, both of them kill each other, please, please. The name is Killing Stock and do actually some killing here. And it ended up being cathartic. I don't know. It was really cathartic for me to find out that both of them die. You know? I like those. I saw one where one of them gets kidnapped and finds out the other's a crazy assassin because he comes to save him. Yeah, like I don't know. I like it, but it just depends. Like Killing Stakiri, I liked it, but this is because I was hate reading it, you know? Because I didn't like.
Yeah, there's ways to do that trope right.
Yeah.
Because like the assassin thing and like the ex mob boss or the guy who was like, I'm a killer, but I won't do anything to you, I'll protect you type situation. That for me is fun, but it has to be like prepared in a certain way.
Yeah.
Like
we come back to the steak thing. It's just like, you know.
Yeah.
I don't like it when they
Konoshi Eye was really good, but
Yeah.
that's not EL. So
I
anyway.
don't like it when they torture the lover, but it's like they kill to save the lover, and that's standard to them. Okay, that actually starting to sound like Mirai Nikki. It's Mirai Nikki. We're talking about Mirai Nikki here.
I know. I'm with Cleo on that one. Like, I don't want to torture the lover, but I want to like have him be like, I could kill you, but I'm not because I love you. But I'll kill anyone else who tries to hurt you.
I like it when I like that type of thing, but it's just like I will kill you if you leave me though, like the gender type of thing. I sort of like it like that, but you know, it's just one of those things that as I grow older, I'm less and less into it. You know.
I'd be in the mood for it these days.
Yeah. Unrequited. Is the one thing of wanting a happy ending, but also knowing that it's so good.
I would lobotomize myself.
Huh?
That's definitely a lobotomize me one.
You know what? You're right.
If the main couple is unrequited, that's where I draw the line. I can't.
Yeah, I unrequited is only good if it only stays unrequited for a while, you know? Like...
Yeah, if like the end game is them ending up together, that's different. That I'm all for, but if it's unrequited all the way through and you know they're going to walk away from each other and not end up together, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm depressed enough.
Yeah. No, you're right. I was for a moment craving the pain, but at the same time, no, it's too much pain. I can't do this.
Yeah, no, I need my happy endings. I need them to realize they have feelings for each other and end up happy ever after, or at least like neutral ever after. I don't want the tragedy.
I don't know what this is. Dead dove do not eat?
That is specifically a genre where it's like really disturbed. Like, I would consider killing stalking to be a dead dove do not eat.
Oh, so we're talking about gore, like very... We're talking disturbing.
It's specifically it's a term used to like mean disturbing content or things that would be in general disturbing. It's really a warning tag, being like, hey, if you click on this is
where Sweet Pool goes.
What was that?
This is where Sweet Pool goes. This is the tag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
no,
that would be the good tag for Sweet Pool. But it's basically seeing dead dove do not eat is intended to be a tag to say, if you click on this,
I am not responsible to what happened to you. I am not responsible about
like you see this, you know what's going to be in there, could be potentially upsetting. You opened it anyway. What did you expect?
I know it's like this is the type of thing that you will be talking to your therapist about, and we will not be paying for it.
Yeah, Clinic Talk is good at champ. Yep, you are absolutely correct, Cleo.
Yeah,
that's a good example of dead dove.
Yeah, I don't know. That dove do not eat. I read about it myself.
Not for everyone. I have to be in a specific mood.
Yeah, I had to be in a very, very, very specific mood. Like once in a blue moon, I feel like feeling pain, and I feel like being revolted. You know, because I get or not, I did like Sweet Pool, even if it was extremely revolting and extremely.
It's like you get in the mood to watch a slasher film.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to watch something horrible. I know I'm going into this thinking, oh, this is really going to be horrible, but I signed up for it. That's dead dove.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's just like, sometimes you just want that. Sometimes you're just craving for it. But for the most part, when you find it by accident, it's an absolute no.
Yeah, no, I want to know what I'm going into. Well, that's what dead dove is. Like, you see that and like, okay, I better be prepared for whatever's going to be inside this paper bag.
Absolutely. Family single father, you know my feelings about that. This is big fiction. This is big fiction. Once again, finding love later in life type of thing. Or just like knowing that love can be ever evolving, you know?
Absolutely.
Comedy, it depends. Because if it's too much comedy, I'm like, okay, I'm bored, let's move on, you know? Let's progress the plot type of thing, you know?
It's hard to be like a BL comedy. Too, like I feel like you have to really position that correctly, otherwise it's just going to seem like slapstick gay gags for no reason.
Yeah, it just genuinely tends to be the type of thing. Eesh. Sorry, my brother is staring at me and not saying anything, and it's making me uncomfortable. Oh, and now he's cursing me out because I told him to stop staring at me. I love brothers.
So ridiculous.
And I love my siblings when they know that they're clearly infringing on something that makes me uncomfortable, and they get mad when I tell them to not do it. You know?
At least he's not singing.
Hey, I'm like I become fine with my sister doing that, but my brother has this very clear tendency that he knows something bothers me and he does it anyway, and he's just like,
sounds like a brother.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Then he expects respect from me. That's when I draw the line. But anyway, we're talking about things that don't matter.
Anyway, historical.
Yeah, historical. No. I find that historicals tend to be very boring.
To me, it could be interesting, but it has to be mixed in with like political intrigue or something, or like the forbidden romance thing.
Yeah. Like
falling in love with your butler type thing. But a lot of time historical is just going to be depressing because let's face it, us gays weren't always treated nice in history.
Yes, I want to see them in period roles. I mean, if it floats your boat, it floats your boat. But for me, historical tends to be boring because they tend to be like a lot of exposition dump that I'm not really into.
It requires world building, and it requires you having some sort of like idea of how the political sphere is around them, because so much of it's going to be revolving around politics. But also, I do love me a good like political period commentary on like gay people in the late 1800s industrial age. So like, show me them Rococo homos.
Rococo homos, lavender marriage. Lord, Rococo homos.
Yes.
Drama and soap opera. It depends. It's like one.
You gotta watch a telenovela.
I feel I'm mostly centering in the drama part of it, you know. And once again, if it's all angst, it's not good for me. Like, if it's all drama, if there are misunderstanding each other every single time in a way that is not satisfactory, you know, like. Think about it this way. If Sekaiichi Hatsukoi didn't have those moments of mutual understanding and it was just drama all the time, I wouldn't like it. You know? Like, drama has to be cut, like marinated in periods of bliss. You know? If it's all drama, I am over it. Because and we've been saying it. I am too depressed for this shit. You know?
Yeah, agreed.
But yeah, for the most part, I will eat it because it brings interest. But if it's all drama, hell no. So, Royalty X Commoner. This is kind of boring for me, not gonna lie. It's overdone.
I think it has to be like, I think that's a good example of what it needs to be mixed in with like either the fantasy trope or the historical trope. Because I personally like the like Prince and Commoner, or like, God, there was one, I forget what it's called, but it was literally a runaway prince masquerading as like a common cabin boy or something, along with this with a commoner he met in town with the intent to avoid his own assassination, and then falling in love that way. Like, that's my jam. Like, learning to live.
Send me the name, by the way. Send me the name, because that sounds interesting.
I'll have to find it. I think I want to say it's Boy Princess or something. I gotta find it. But I'll send it to you once I dig it up.
Yeah. But yeah, Royalty for Commoner is like so overdone for me. It's the same thing as like I reincarnated the villainess type of thing. It's just like I'm bored. I
need the Commoner to be the one calling the shots.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what? Not what I look for. I'll give it the forgiveness to know what I look for. Secret power. What the fuck does that mean?
I think. Can we count cherry magic in that one?
Okay, well, if we're counting cherry magic alone, pick fiction.
So like secret power, I think would be like I can secretly read minds, or I can secretly talk to animals.
Okay, then yes, Those tend to be really wholesome. Okay.
Yeah, those are fun because it has a little bit of that drama, but it's like a fantasy drama that isn't going to really hurt anything in the end. But it's like, oh no, what do I tell them? And I can hear his thoughts.
But at this point, we're just talking about cherry magic. This should be called cherry magic. But you know what? Because we're talking about cherry magic specifically, yes, absolutely, big fiction. I love it. Step Brothers. Ooh. I want to say that
I'm. Oh yeah, back in Super Lovers again.
Yeah, we're back in super lovers. Listen. Once again, we exercise the part of fiction that I think I really enjoy, which is if the story is good enough, I don't care that they're stepbrothers. You know?
Sometimes you close your eyes and you look away.
Listen, it's Dilucea. By the way, we're talking about stepbrother. We're talking, the tag specifically says, and that's the only reason why I'm considering it to begin with, is stepbrothers not blood related. We're talking about that specifically.
Okay, yeah. So not related specifically, I can get behind that.
Yeah, it's not that they're both fathers. It's not that they're both born from the same mother or father. It's specifically they're not related. They're
so
just
adoptive brothers.
Yeah, adoptive brothers. You know.
Yeah.
Step bros, not half bros.
I feel like it has to be paired in a specific way. Like, if they were raised together as from like the cradle, as if they were siblings, then that kind of draws the incesty line for me. But like for Diluc and Kea, where it's like, I came to live with you when I was 12. I was told that I'm not your brother. Like, I wasn't born from your mom or like that. But your dad took me in, and we were raised alongside
You know what
each
I'm
other.
thinking about?
Okay, that I can get behind.
Have you ever seen Brother Complex?
Brother Complex? Oh, probably back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, I can get behind that because she came in very late into their life. You know, like they're all adults except for the one child, right? So I can get behind it. Like, if we're bringing emphasis into the fact that it's not related, then yes, I will eat it. But if we're bridging on incest, to be honest, that's a conversation that one must have with God, you know?
Yeah, that's my AO3 research history is between me and God and the shotgun I have under my bed. I don't know, but you know.
That's a conversation between me, God, the shotgun under my bed, and my therapist, who is really sick of my shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Super Lovers is like...
Super Lovers is...
I feel like that was a product of its time as well. Because it didn't get an anime adaptation until recently.
It wasn't recently, bitch.
Yeah.
It wasn't recently, bitch. It was like 10 years ago at this point.
Was it the anime adaptation?
Yes, it's been a long time.
No,
It's
really?
been a long time. Super Lovers has been... okay, hold on.
I'm looking this up now.
Look it up, because I'm pretty sure that it's been a long time.
Read that, like, ages... Oh, God. It was in 2016. Oh, I just aged a decade.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
where's my cane?
I'm sorry, girl, but it's almost been a decade. But yeah, Super...
Okay, so that still is more of a product of its time.
Yeah, it's the same with Junior Romantica.
I have read it. I have not seen the anime. It's definitely not something I would go back and read on my own now, because I definitely do not
Let's put it this way.
like that anymore.
Let's put it this way. When you're younger, you're definitely into the whole incest, fucking, teacher-student, age gap type of shit. Because, you don't know anything
You
about
get
the
the more
world.
forbidden stuff, and then when you get older and you have more world
And
experience...
then you find the
can
gross.
have
Then you find the
more of a-
gross.
You finally figure out what morals are, and you find your own moral compass, and then you kind of go off of there. But yeah, things have definitely changed.
Things has changed, and you know what?
Fandom.
This has changed, and you know what? Some things should stay private, Some things should genuinely be between you and God. If you like incest, good for you, girl. Keep it to yourself. It's one of the things that you need to die with,
Yeah, no, Cleo, I'm with you on this one. Like, I having read it in its entirety back when it was still like being released, I don't think I could go back and read it now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go back with Super Lovers
either. Go back and read it now. It would not.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna witch hunt anyone for what they read and what they're into. Not for me. It's not for me.
Yeah, me neither. It's also just the thing about, once again, growing up and having different tastes. It's just like actually having an actual relationship with my brother now. Do you think I want to fuck my brother? Hell no, absolutely not. I hate that bitch.
Way.
It's just like, it's like just one of those things. It's taboo, so it's tantalizing, but it's just.
I feel like that's what people liken as the taboo part of it.
Yeah, and it's okay for things to be taboo. Like I said, once again, we're talking about the whole theme of this stream is fiction. If you're into it, good for you. If you're not into it, respect people who are into it.
Exactly. Like, I don't gotta go to bed reading it.
Exactly. It's just
so not my bag. I don't gotta hold it, but someone else can.
Yeah. So yeah, Step Brothers, not related. Absolutely into it. Step Brothers, actually related. That's between me, God, and the FBI agent who actually looks at my search history. Okay. So let's move on. Cooking.
Yeah. Why is cooking up here?
To be fair though, the one cooking yaois that I've read before, they're actually really good.
Oh yeah, but like, what's for dinner? What was it?
Yeah.
Our dinner table, something like that. Yeah, that is cute.
I also read another one. That was a cooking reported. Like it was like one of the
like a food review type thing.
Yeah, he was a food reviewer who went into people's houses to taste their home cooking, right? And the whole thing is that he actually has his taste buds are not good. If to him food tastes bland, right? But he goes up to the house of this person who he has never met before, and he tries his cooking, and he's like, "This is the most delicious thing that I ever tasted," right? And then later in the manga, you find out that it's not the taste because, again, it's something about his brain. He cannot taste, but the feeling of eating with him, with the person that he found randomly in a random house, is what makes food taste delicious. It's not that the fact that the food has taste, it's just being with the person.
I do like that. It's like the meal is made by the company and not by the meal itself.
Exactly. So,
that I can see. I think that's a good way to approach like slice of life thing, and like the romance aspect of it, is falling in love with someone through their meals.
Yeah, and I find cooking in general in anime to be more interesting. Like cooking anime shows, so that I tend to like them a lot.
Mitsuya Sensei.
What was this the one that I was talking about? Hold on, let me check. Oh no, this is not the one that I was talking about, but this is an old man yaoi one.
Old man yaoi.
Yeah, it's about an old man who I think it's a chef, if I remember right, and he ends up feeding like a college student.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so you know what? I feel like I've had good experiences with the cooking tag. The cooking tag never betrays me, you know?
Where was that one? There was one I read a while ago that I really liked, because it was the guy had moved in next door, and the neighbor was a metalhead who didn't talk much, and he got mad at him because he would play his music really loud. But he just turns out to be this big teddy bear, and he started making meals for him. And he would go over to his house and start trying to get him to know this guy, and they would share meals together, because he was like a broke college student at the time. And it ended up being super cute because he came out of his shell and got better at, talking and communicating for himself.
Yeah.
As they're like coming back and sharing meals. Like, this is super cute. Like, that one was really good. And, I like mellow music too, so it worked out. But yeah.
Yeah, I like it. You know what? The cooking tag has never betrayed me, so I feel like it's good enough to put in Peak Fiction.
I feel like it's wholesome. I like that one. I'm up there with it.
Miscommunication. It really depends.
Only if it gets resolved.
Yeah.
If it's constant, like they're not communicating, then I'm just like, throw the whole man out.
No. If they communicate, but they keep falling into the same pitfall, is what gets me. Again, the only reason why I stuck with Sekai Ichigatsuki for so long is because I was into it too deep already. Like, I had to see the actual resolution to this.
So you're getting the sunken cost fallacy out of the manga.
Exactly. But if I were to read anything like that again, I wouldn't stick with it. Because it's like, it's the same pitfall once again. You're insecure because you can't fuck him. I'm sorry. If you're that insecure of a man, maybe you don't deserve one, or is the same thing.
But how to choose between the two? Between Jujo Romantica and Sekai Ichihatsuko, I choose Sekai Ichihatsuko every day, because
well,
it's less of an issue of power dynamics and more an issue of their miscommunication, and I'll take that over it.
Listen, Jujo Romantica is definitely a product of its time, and Jujo Romantica is a walking red flag when you actually look at it. Like, you should not get into it if you hadn't been into it already, because it has all of the tropes that could be problematic. It has really heavy power imbalances between a boss and his underling. It has a little 16-year-old boy fucking a 30-year-old. It has rape. So, you know, it's bad.
It's still ongoing. There are 30 volumes of this manga.
Has it evolved past that, though? I hope it has.
I don't know. I have not read it past, like, volume 5. Like, I couldn't put up with it anymore.
Yeah, it's just too much. So yeah, don't listen, guys. If you don't want to read something that will make you uncomfortable, don't read Journey Romantica. Read Sekaiichi instead. It's a lot more wholesome, and it can be all chalked out to miscommunication, and really infuriating misunderstandings. So yeah.
Yeah. No.
I'm gonna put it in its all right. I'm gonna put it in its all right. It really does depend on how it's executed, because otherwise, I'm over it. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the end of the list. Fuck.
Woo! We made it.
That took a while.
We only made things slightly awkward for our audience. There's an ad again.
I know. It's not in a good ad.
That's a pen, I think.
Yeah. At least. You know what? At least make this bot fully unwatchable and maybe, like, you know, put me some gay porn ad, dude. You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny?
If this bot will survive, I will be impressed.
Honestly, just by the fact that I mentioned the word raped, I think this bot is probably.
Can you say it again?
This is what I'm flying. This is what I'm flying on. Actually,
we'll do a super cut
listen,
later.
I think I'm probably gonna delete this bot later on, because, you know. I'm still trying to impress future employers. If you know, you know. You know? If you know, you know. I want to end up in a certain place, dancing with the stars in your well. So, this bot is probably not going to survive. I'm probably going to delete it after the stream. But yeah, if you didn't watch it.
So I can have it. We said some funny shit.
You know what? I'm going to private it. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. It's a nail cleaning pencil or something like that. What the fuck?
Oh, I can't read Spanish.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take a screenshot and put it on my art program and just exit out of this fucking site because it's annoying me. So yeah, there we go, Chad. There we go. There you have it.
We did it.
We did it. Fuck. Just use it for clips. I don't do clips on my streams. I do scripted videos. I find that they're better. I find that they tend to have better turnout, you know? So...
I don't know. I want to clip some of the shit we said. We were funny.
I mean, okay. I'm going to leave it up for 24 hours. So it's for you guys to make your clips on Twitch. And I will unlist it tomorrow. Because, listen. As much as I'm a person who is open, as much as I am a person who is a very open book, right? Once again, I'm trying to impress employers, you know? And I'm trying to at least save some face. So yeah, what we have talked about today, by the way, we're taking it to our graves. We will not mention it in any future streams, all right? Unless I bring it up myself, we say nothing. Okay? Can I trust you guys into doing that for me? Because once again, this is me just doing content for the sake of doing it. It's not necessarily for the sake of actually wanted it to get out.
I don't know. That's kind of fun for me. Your neighborhood account's like, I'm traumatized from what I heard. You signed up for this.
I told you guys. I told you that if you stay here after this stream, you're gonna stay here forever no matter what I say.
Yeah, no, Cleo, I thought it was fun too. Thank you for letting me join, Renan.
No worries. I had a lot of fun with it. Honestly, the only reason why I was nervous about this one is about the Step Brothers ones, because I like the Step Brothers, but only in the context of not related. And I was like, okay, people are gonna think I'm weird for this, but you know what? I don't care.
Yeah, no, I was waiting for the people to come out of the weeds and like bash me over the head for that one. But you know what?
You know what? Once again,
come at me.
Once again, this is for us. This is fiction. The whole premise of the stream is like, this is about fiction. This is not about real life. Honestly, if you think about I want to fuck my brother, you couldn't be more wrong. So, you know, real life does not equate to fiction. Not because you read, not because you like murder documentaries doesn't mean you want to murder somebody, you know?
Exactly.
So yeah. I think there's community for everything, business everywhere. Well, yeah, but the particular business I'm trying to enter into does not take kindly to the word grape, you know. But yeah.
Like the fruit.
Remove the G. Great. It does not. They do not take They do not take kindly to the word grape without a G. You know. But yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, Chad, it has been a pleasure. I hope you guys had a fun time, and I hope that didn't traumatize me too much. It will happen again. So, have a lovely day.
It will happen again.
I mean, it will.
Yes.
Oh right, we said that we were gonna see if somebody else did this tier list to judge it.
Looks like someone put it in the chat that they did.
We're gonna judge it. I'm gonna share my screen for you.
Your neighborhood cow.
Yeah, it was Box. It was Box. His name is Box, by the way.
Oh, it's Fox. Okay.
Let me just share my screen. Share my screen. Where is it? There. Okay, so let's talk about they have a lot more categories than I did, you know. So let's see. Peak fiction. Let's read. They have horror, supernatural, bigger taller buffer bottom, rivals, secret power, and royalty. It's commoner. I can mostly agree with this. That one I can mostly agree with.
Natural, you get me, Box.
Porno plot and secretly a killer or something illegal. I'm not into the one, not into that one, but porno plot. Listen, when you look for it, it's really good. Reincarnation, high school, fantasy, childhood friends, forbidden love. I agree. That's good. It's alright. Enemies to lovers, mafia. Wow, Omegaverse being solo. I don't know. I feel like everybody who likes Yaoi likes Omegaverse. It's weird to find somebody who doesn't. Because once again, we go back to the Omegaverse being such a broad thing that, you know.
Someday I will take you through the history of Yaoi and why that doesn't jingle my bells as much as it used to.
Listen, it depends. It depends. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? For the most part, I agree. I agree with this for the most part. For the most part. There are some things that I'm like, maybe you have no taste. But for the most part, I agree with this. I can be coerced, you know? Because with it.
No, that makes sense, Pops. That's valid.
Yeah, if it makes you uncomfortable, then you know what? You do you. It really.
Don't.
At the end of the day, fiction is for people to consume it. If you don't want to consume certain pieces of media, don't do it. Don't be a hater. Just don't do it. But yeah. Anyway, Chad, I hope you guys have a lovely day, lovely night. If you guys want to read things that are really good, I'm just gonna tell you that Hime is a really good writer. So Hime, can you please post your writing blog for me?
Are you gonna like make me share my fan fiction?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hang on.
So I'm gonna promote it. Season 6 of All Stars. I don't even remember. Wait, who was it? Of All Stars? Shit. I haven't watched Drag Racing. I kind of lost interest. But yeah, anyway, Chad, please follow Hime. If you like fanfic, if you like anything we talked about today, and if you like fanfic, if you like Yaoi, Hime is an excellent writer. And she will make you cry.
Just follow me on Blue Sky or something.
Huh?
Just follow me on Blue Sky or something.
Just follow her on Blue Sky or whatever. But yeah. She is a really good writer, and I think you guys should follow her. So anything else you'd like to promote, Hime, before we go?
Put me on the spot here. Yeah, follow me on Blue Sky. I am Fohime virtually everywhere except for Twitter. Twitter, I'm Rotten X801.
Isn't your Twitter blocked anyway?
My Twitter isn't private currently. I did it for a little bit because things were getting kind of antsy. But I don't do a lot these days because I'm working full time. But I do cosplay things and I write fan fiction about boys in peril.
Hime is an absolutely great cosplayer. She posts a lot in my server. She posts a lot in my server about her cosplay stuff. So if you guys want to see that, you should absolutely join the Discord. If only just to see what Hime is up to, because she's always posting random wild shit.
Sometimes I have ideas. Sometimes they form into cohesive thought. I don't know.
But yeah, she's a really
But
great
you can follow me on Blue Sky. You can follow me on AO3. I'm Fuhime both places.
And you guys want to follow me? First of all, why aren't you following already? You know, you're in my chat. You're talking to me. Why are you not following me already? You know, if you enjoy me. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. I'll let you guys know what I will stream next week, because next week is still break week. Because I'm gonna lock in by the beginning of December, like ending of November, beginning of December. I'm gonna lock in for my next video. But for the most part, let's just enjoy the time that we have together, shall we? I hope you guys have a lovely day, lovely night, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Mwah. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.